What's going on, everybody? You're watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green, and damn, does it feel good to be back. The NBA All-Star break is over. The trade deadline has passed, which means we are full steam ahead to the NBA playoffs. Like 30 games left for the New York Knicks. We are on the final stretch. And is there a better way to start the second half of the season with a matchup at Madison Square Garden against the number one seeded Detroit Pistons in the Eastern Conference? I don't think we could have drawn it up any better. I don't want to say this is a must-win game for the New York Knicks, because at the end of the day, what does today's result really do? I don't know, but I will say this. The first time you played the Pistons, they kicked your teeth in. The second time you played the Pistons, they beat your ass. Let's show ourselves and maybe give this team some confidence and come out and play with some fight. Come out and show that you deserve to be on the same floor as the Pistons. That's all I want to see. I want to see you come out and compete, because I believe in my heart of hearts that you are better than the Pistons. But it would be nice to see you go out and show it. It's going to be a big-time game. You're on Amazon Prime. It's the first prime-time game of the second half of the season. Come out and put on a show, and I'm excited to see where the rest of the season goes. Shout out to everybody in the building. Already 125-plus people in this piece. Let's go, man. I'm fired up. Feels good to be back in the saddle. Towards the home stretch we go. And I woke up with a smile on my face because we get to watch some New York Knicks basketball today. OG Anunoby is going to be back. Haven't seen him play in a while. And you're also going to get to see Jeremy Sohan play some defense, Jeremy. That's what I'm talking about. Ready to see him play as well. Mike Brown kind of gave some interesting comments yesterday. It left some with the thought that maybe Jeremy Sohan was going to replace Mohamed Diawara in the lineup. So on and so on. Love that. But no, I'm fired up, man. Like, this team, it sucked not watching them for a week. Even though they piss us off all the time and things of that nature, I'm excited. I'm excited to watch them back in the building today. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my man Boogs in the building. What up? Shout out to the Tassie. Oh, dog. What's up? Marty Malela. What's up? We got the Kings in the building. President Boy Goomba hanging out. What up? Nostalgic Nick. That's my guy. What's up, bro? Callum Hughes. What's up? Christian in the building. We got AC in the building as well. What up, my man?
What's going on? I feel like it's been forever with some of the Knicks Now family, a whole week off. Obviously, some scheduling things we had to take care of, and then some Knicks basketball obviously not on as well. But excited. The Knicks went into the All-Star break hot. You kind of thought they were kind of struggling a little bit there, like in January, that they kind of just needed to get to the All-Star break, kind of reset and do some things. But they ended up kind of going in well, and hopefully they can just kind of pick up where they left off, 10 of their last 12 before the break. Some new additions, Sohan, whatever it is. Hopefully we see them play tonight, and want to take down the Pistons, man. I'm tired of losing to them. I want to get back to owning them like we did in the playoffs last year. So hopefully the Knicks can get that done tonight. Shout out to everyone. Missed hanging out with you guys. Almost 200 people in the building. Only 38 likes. You want the Knicks to beat the Pistons tonight. You want to stop losing to them every time and losing bad the last couple times we played against them. Hit that thumbs up icon. Let's go. Let's run that number up over 100 likes. If you're a Knicks fan, you want them to win, no reason to not go ahead and like that video.
Hit that thumbs up icon. It helps the channel like crazy, and it's free. All we're asking you to do, if you're here watching this channel, is like the video. You like the video, you're a real one in my book. It's also going to open up the doors for more real ones to get in the building. Now is the time where we put it into four-wheel drive. We're going to be rocking and rolling. We're going to be live for almost next week. I'll be at the Combine in Indianapolis, but man, like this is when the time of the year when this channel puts it into another gear, and we separate ourselves from every other channel that goes lives during Knicks games, and it's a credit to y'all, man. Y'all are the best community on YouTube, and that's why we appreciate you. So please, please, please hit that thumbs up icon. Helps us continue to grow as we are on the road to 100,000 subscribers as well. Less than 15,000 subs away, right around the corner. You can smell it, man. You could smell it. I could smell this guy as soon as he walked in the door. We got a 3-point goal. Marty Malela. Bang! I missed yelling Marty Malela. Let's go. We got to it a little bit yesterday on Giants Now. But Marty, there's something about you being here during a watch party. I saw my guy Marty got himself a Giants green St. Patty's Day shirt.
Love
the
it.
dude's unbelievable.
Electric.
And he's a Knicks fan now. I'm not letting him tell me he's not a Knicks fan.
Marty,
now.
you've watched I bet you've watched more Knicks games than Chicago Bulls games this season. I can bet that without a doubt. And I actually have a pretty funny Marty story here.
Oh yeah, what do we got?
So I had some family in town this week. My sister, my brother-in-law, my nephew, and they like to put on our streams for him to watch. Usually not the whole times he's got bedtime or whatever, but he'll catch the pregame. So he was just saying the entire time I was with them, we got a 3-point goal. And instead of saying Marty Malela, he was saying Party Malela. And I kind of love it, honestly. Marty, I corrected him. I said it's Marty, but you're right. It's not a party until Marty shows up. So Party Malela, new nickname, maybe. I don't know.
I want a shirt that says Party Malela.
I mean, it was electric.
That's hilarious. Marty, we love you, man. Thank you for always supporting this show. It's always better when you're here. Happy Thursday to you, my man. Let's go, Marty. $50 super chat. An absolute legend. Thank you, brother. Seriously, you the man. Brian, what's up, bro? Thank you for the $5 super chat. Everyone give me some MMs in the chat. There give me some BSs from my man Brian. What up, bro? New York Knicks by 20 tonight. A statement game. How good would that feel? How good would a game right after the All-Star break against a team that's mollywopped you 2 times this year, the team you're going to have to beat to get to the NBA Finals, you put them on notice tonight and say, yeah, we're the same team that sent you home in your building last year.
Yeah, the Knicks were just waiting to get into their final form, waiting to get guys back from injuries, waiting to add a guy like Sohan. He's the piece that puts the Knicks over the Pistons. I don't know if he's making up 30 points, but hopefully the Knicks play a little better this game than they have. And, yeah, it would be sweet to send all those Pistons fans home crying, realizing the Knicks are still their daddy.
Let's go. Starting lineups for tonight. Same old for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, and Karl-Anthony Towns. A little bit of a different looking starting lineup for the Detroit Pistons. They are dealing with some injuries as well as some suspensions as well. You're not going to say Isaiah Stewart tonight. I don't think you're going to see Jalen Duren as well. I think he is still suspended, but they're going to be rolling out Cade Cunningham, Duncan Robinson, Tobias Harris, Asor Thompson, and Paul Reed. B-ball Paul Reed. I want Karl-Anthony Towns to set the tone for the rest of the season tonight. I'm sorry, you cannot let Paul Reed guard you. And if they put Tobias Harris on you, you can't let him guard you as well. I want Karl-Anthony Towns to get back to being that offensive force that we saw last year.
Yeah, that's it. Hopefully, if it was an injury that was bothering him, he obviously played in the All-Star game, did the shooting stars, but should have had some time to rest and relax, recuperate, recover, and he's due for a big game, and this is a better time to have it than right out of the All-Star break with a nice little easy matchup against some smaller players here. Get in the post, get physical, assert yourself in the low post and play inside out then. You know, as soon as he starts getting a couple layups to go, that shot may start to fall as well. Love to see, like you said, Cat have a big game tonight, and really the whole team. It'll be interesting to see who maybe was in the gym, who might have been relaxing a little more, who was ready to go for this second half.
It was almost like at one point, you said it was like, man, the Knicks need the All-Star break here. Then I was like, shoot, they're rolling. They've won 9 out of their last 11. Do we have to take a break?
Yeah.
But, yeah, curious to see if they come out slow, if they come out hot. Are they ready to roll? I'm sure they've had a couple of practices over the last 3 days, and Mike Brown is known as a guy that makes his teams practice hard, and they scrimmage, and they're physical, and they're up and down. So I'm hoping that they come out sharp, ready to go, and maybe they could throw the first punch at the Pistons tonight. I tweeted out, I want Jeremy Sohan to start a fight. Kind of was joking, but not really wasn't joking.
Pistons getting more suspensions. They might be in trouble.
Yeah. I'm tired of them kind of big dog in us. We're supposed to be the big dogs. And so is this guy. He's a big dog.
We got a 3-point goal. Seth Gross, bang!
Seth Gross. What up, my man? Shout out to Seth Gross. It ain't a Knicks watch party if it ain't Marty and Seth Gross throwing lobs to each other. Seth says, got my hat. Let's go. Shout out to you, Seth. Again, apologies for the delay on that. Look, I'm a guy that talks about sports. I don't manage spreadsheets and all that nonsense very well. So apologies for the delay because Andy threw in a Knicks hat. Hey, it's the least that we could do, man. If we had 50 hats, we'd give you 50 hats. But I just wanted you to feel some appreciation because we appreciate the hell out of what you do. This place is better with you. I saw the pics that you – I'm guessing that was your son in the pics. That was dope. I don't check my email often, I'll be honest. And I loaded up my email. I think it was either yesterday or it was earlier this week. And I saw it and I said, Seth Gross. I was like, what the hell is this going to be? And it was him wearing the hat in a couple of different pictures. I think he had his son as well wearing the hat. It was awesome, man. Seth, we love you. Seriously. Let's go, Knicks, man. You the best. Seriously. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Give me some SGs in the chat and give me some MMs as well.
We got a 3-point goal. Marty Malela, bang!
Marty Malela. Party Malela.
Love
As
it.
the kids are calling him that.
Yeah.
There's not often like you can actually say the kids are calling. The kids are actually calling him Party Malela.
Kids know what they're talking about, man.
Oh.
It's he said you make a Party Malela shirt and I get mine for free.
Yes,
you guys rock.
I think we make 2 shirts, one for you to get for free, and I think Andrew has to wear it every single show.
I would wear that. I'll throw out all my other Knicks clothes if I have a Party Malela Knicks shirt. That would be chills.
Marty, let's freaking go, man. You rock. All y'all rock. 315 people in the building. Thank you to everybody for being here. Probably still about, I saw the game wasn't supposed to tip off till about 7:40, so we're still 16 to 20-ish minutes away from tip-off. Be a real one like Marty and hit that thumbs up icon. We're 74 likes away from 150 likes. Can we double our like total up and get to 150? If you want to start the second half of the season on the right foot, hit that thumbs up icon as we're getting ready to roll. If you have liked the video, type me in the chat. We'll give some shout-outs. Boog says the Knicks should sign Allen Houston. Man, his jumper, it looked smooth in the skills team competition, whatever they're calling that.
I think it's Shooting Stars. Is that? I know that's what it used to be. I don't know if it's still called that.
So I think they don't do the skills competition anymore.
Yeah.
I think Wemby and Chris Paul got that outlawed because they cheated last year.
Yeah.
No, but he had a sweet quote. He was like, he said something like water doesn't turn off or running water doesn't turn off or something like that. It was sick. Allen Houston. So I have a brother who's 5 years older than me. One of my earliest memories of Allen Houston was he had a Knicks jersey. And I was probably like 5 at the time. And we had already moved to Houston. And he's wearing a New York Knicks jersey with Houston on the back.
Oh, that is kind of tough.
And I'm like, is that because we live here? Like we
One
got
special
a Knicks,
order?
Yeah, a Knicks Houston jersey. And obviously, that was before I even watched any Knicks games and could put names to faces. But no, Allen Houston, he was a fan favorite in the greenhouse, and that was my first and earliest memory of him. And then he also had like, I don't know if you've ever seen him, like a toy locker. It was like a Knicks locker, and it had 20 and Allen Houston on there as well. So that was cool. But
I like that.
Allen Houston's the GOAT, man. I don't know what he does for the Knicks now. He's always someone that they're marketing, but that jumper.
He's always wearing a
wicked.
suit. Wearing a suit in the stands. Yeah, maybe they should give him a jersey, give him his jersey back, and get him off. Can he give you 5 minutes off the bench? Knock down a couple threes.
Who wins one-on-one, Mikal Bridges or Allen Houston? 3 dribbles.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Let's go. Shout out to James Stein, Isaiah Acosta in the building. My dog Freeman's for life. What's good? Kent hanging out. What up? Ernest says, I can't wait till they go back to East versus West. I thought this was the best all-star game that I can remember. I don't remember being like, this was sick. We had 3 buzzer beaters. I know the last game sucked, but thought essentially 3 buzzer beaters in those quarters. I thought that was cool.
When they announced it, I was wondering how they were going to do it with the World USA teams. They ended up because you're not guaranteed to get obviously an even amount, but they ended up kind of doing the 2 USA teams and staggering it out. No, I thought it was. You had some guys playing hard, which is more than it has been, and hopefully it only goes up.
Yeah, I thought for the most part, I mean, I think the U.S., the first team that played Wemby in the world team, came out a little slow. Wemby kind of punched him in the mouth, and Ant said it, like, once he was playing like that, we had to up our game. And I thought outside of that last game where the old guys were clearly fatigued and freezing Brunson out, they were playing hard. I thought they were.
Yeah, they're competitors at the end of the day, like you said, he sets the tone, and they're going to –
Not let Wemby just walk up in there and beat you by 20. So shout out to him. Christian, what up, my man? Says, by the way, I had to slow down on share chat sports things for a week because the Twitter X Games gave me a warning. What? I had to slow down on sharing chat sports things for a week because of Twitter. Gave me a warning. That makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean, you've been such
Twitter
a real
shadow
one.
banning us?
He's been such a real one, posting everyone's chat sports videos out, giving us shout outs.
Maybe it was because you were only tweeting out things that had links in them. I don't know. Sounds like Elon's not a real one.
I doubt it. Shout out to Chip as well. We got Rover saying Jacob Sixers now did a good job last game. Yeah, Chip's a man. He's doing good stuff over there on Sixers, and he mentioned
what last game?
The Knicks played the Sixers, a game we didn't do.
Oh, he went live?
He went live for it.
That's dope.
And I was in the next day in the office, and he was saying, did you know some of the Knicks Now real ones are hanging out over on his channel.
Oh, yeah? We're all giving him a hard time? Hopefully so.
I know I recognize a few names. Seal Pasito, I think, was hanging out with him over on Sixers.
Love that.
So.
That's my guy.
He said you guys are awesome. Building. We're still trying to get to 150 likes. Like you said, it helps us get more Knicks Now real ones in here to hang out with us. 32, now 31 likes away. Let's get to 150 and try and get to 200 for tip.
Isaiah Costa says, yeah, Kawhi should have won all. Yeah, that team kind of just ran out of gas in that final game, but I don't remember if it was, I think it was the third game, maybe it was the second game, Isaiah. Kawhi went crazy, man. He looked like prime Kawhi, which kind of looks like prime Kobe a little bit, back to the basket, working in the mid-range. Shit was sweet, man. Yeah, they didn't want to give him the ball, Bugs. Like it was like we're the old guys. We're gonna play. It's gonna be the LeBron, KD. Like they should have played through Brunson a little bit more. They might have won. Carl Knight, what up, my man? Shout out to you. Jaden Rossi in the chat. Shout out to everybody, man. Elliot, what up, Vernon? Ernest has put some respect on my boy Diawara. I think I have. I think we are. We respect Diawara.
Find me a Knicks fan who doesn't respect Diawara, man. He is been killing it.
Yeah. Carl Knight says, hey, Marsh, today's my grandma's 96th birthday, even though she's not into basketball. Hopefully the Knicks can get a win for her. Can we get some HBDs in the chat? Grandma Carl Knight, 96 years old. That's legendary. Legendary. I don't expect anything else from the Knight family. Legends. Give us some HBDs in the chat. Jane says, I hope we can re-sign Diawara. Is that part of the plan? The Knicks now moving Diawara out of the rotation so other teams don't pay him big money in free agency so the Knicks can bring him back on the Deuce McBride 3 years biggest ripoff in the NBA deal? With respect to Diawara, get your bag. I'm in for that. Giants. The Knicks have Diawara for the next 3 years at $12 million. I'm cool.
Yeah, we had to just erase all the film of him knocking down threes and playing good defense from the other teams. Hopefully no one goes to get him. We'll see. I have a feeling he'll play a role down the stretch, and in the playoffs it may not be as regular as he's been throughout. If Sohan, let's see how he acclimates, how he plays. Obviously kind of iced out in San Antonio a little bit. That's what led to him getting released. So we'll see what he's got, and I'm sure they'll play the best guy, whether it's Sohan, if Diawara is better, they'll play him.
Excited to see what the lineups will be if Sohan is the guy that gets minutes. He could play some small ball five, man. You could roll with a lineup of Sohan, OG and Josh Hart at the 5, 4, and 3. You probably don't want Sohan and Hart on the court, even though Hart's shooting 40+% from 3. Maybe I need to erase the idea that Hart is not a shooter, but man, you could play a lot faster than you have at times with him on the floor. You can get out and run. He can guard some people on the perimeter as well. I'm excited to see. Seth Gross asked a good question about what does the rotation look like? Is it tight the rest of the way? I think we're probably going to get for the next 10-ish, 15-ish games some more workshop moments for Mike Brown. You've just added Alvarado. Does he want Sohan in the rotation? I think he'll take these next 2 to 3 weeks, 10-ish games, to kind of play around with lineups and different combos and see which ones are the most like winning lineups. But I think when you get down to the final 15, 10 games of the year, you're going to get playoff rotations, especially in the early part of tight games.
Yeah, I think like that process makes sense. We saw in the beginning of the season Mike Brown kind of be experimental with the lineups, and now that they have some new players and some new options there, kind of tinker with those. I think it'll also like kind of depend on the game. We've seen him go for the win and play the hot hand, so maybe he has a plan to try a lineup before the game and he doesn't actually get to it during the game. But I think like that's something that you said in some of the videos we did is the Knicks like have so many different lineup options. Like depending on the team they play, he could have certain lineups he wants to try against a certain type of team. That small lineup you mentioned, obviously probably not going to see that. You play a team like Denver who has Jokic, or a team with a strong center may not roll out that small lineup. But if you play a team that doesn't really have a dominant center, you could see that small lineup rolled out. So probably a night-by-night thing for Mike Brown, but kind of limitless possibilities for the Knicks.
I think always the key in playoff basketball is the team that can win playing multiple different styles, a team and a roster that is put together that can win in multiple different ways. That's going to help you win playoff series. Is like, do we need to go double big this lineup? Do we need to go small? Do we need to run a more defensive lineup? Do we need to put more, like the Knicks have a lot of different cards that they can play. And I think like one of the strongest indicators of postseason success is the team with the least amount of warts. Like the team that has the least amount of ways that they could be taken advantage of. And a way to kind of counteract that is having a team that's built to play a bunch of different styles as well. I think that's going to help out in the long run.
Yeah, like and I think things you can like count on, like if you are a team that wins on just shooting the ball, you can't count on that to show up. There are going to be games when your shot is not falling. Can you win on those days when you don't play your best? Like that is what we've seen. We saw like I'm just going based off last year in the playoffs when the Knicks played Boston. Boston obviously like one of the better three-point shooting teams in the league, but we saw them go cold against some of those games against the Knicks. And when you live and die by the three like that, we saw the Knicks kind of be able to come back and beat them, and they couldn't count on their threes to just bail them out and save them. So
I was told the Celtics would never miss that many threes against the Knicks again after game one.
Yeah.
That's what they told us.
Funny. That's how that happens.
Knicks got lucky. They'll never miss that many threes again.
It's going to be 4-1.
Yep, 4-1. Celtics going to win. I think that's what Bill Simmons said. Vic P, what up, man? Says I want to see the least amount of minutes with Cat and Brunson together as possible. Well, that's not going to win you a championship. To win a championship, you need to start winning the minutes of Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns, and you kind of start needing that to be an elite duo. Like, Brunson with his four is good, and I get what you're saying. Like, when it's Brunson's time and he's with the four other guys, that's really good. When it's Cat's time and he's with four other guys, it's good. But the point of having two stars is for those stars to shine brighter when they are on the court together. The Knicks have to find out a way and continue to try to just strike that iron with attempts of how do we get these two guys to play winning basketball together. So I'm not in the camp of let's punt on those two together. Now you get into a playoff series, and like we saw last year against the Pacers, the Knicks had to do that. But you got regular season games still here, 30 left. Like let's see if those two guys can start playing winning basketball together. And ideally, the Knicks' best lineup features Brunson and Towns, and right now it just doesn't.
Yeah, and it's like you don't want, you're paying, those are your two highest paid players as your all-stars. You want to have, like, in a got-to-have-it moment at the end of the game, you want to be able to have both those guys on the floor. And like you said, you don't know that right now that's the case. So one thing we do know, though, is...
Oh, Lordy.
We got a three-point goal. Marty Malela. Bang!
Give me some double M's in the comments. He says McFly is out. Got to Alice's in the morning. I love all you like family. Let's go Knicks. Give me some double M's in the comments. Marty Malela, an MVP. A legend. A legend. He's the talk of the Chat Sports offices, Marty.
They don't make him better than Marty. I refuse to believe it.
It's good. He's a walking legend. A walking legend. Unreal. Party Malela. Love that. Love that. What up, Crazy Ant-Man? What up, Vasquez? Soul Train, Elliott. Bugs, Vic P. Shout out to y'all, man. Matthew, what's good, bro? James Stein, all the real ones in the building. Over 500 people watching. We're not even at 200 likes. Hit the like button. The numbers are embarrassing. Pump those numbers up. These are rookie numbers. This is like game 53. We should be ready. We should be ready. Hit that thumbs up icon. Let's go. FGC Hitman in the building. That's my guy right there. First time on a stream. Greetings from Poland. Thoughts on Sohan? Cheers. I'm ready to watch me some Jeremy Sohan. Curious to see what his minutes are going to look like today. How do the Knicks plan to use him? How often does he play? How much different of a player are we going to see than what we saw from San Antonio this year? First 3 years of his career, he was a great young player in this league. This past year, it seemed like the friction off the court and in the locker room, it just had grown too strong, and he had fallen out of favor there. But, man, there are things to like about this guy. Like 6'8", with like a 7-foot wingspan. He could play make for a big guy. He could handle. Like, he was a lottery pick for a reason.
Yeah, it's always, like, I kind of think about it like in baseball when you see teams, like, acquire a pitcher and, like, they're not really that good on one team, and then they kind of just tell them, oh, like, you have this pitch. It's a good pitch. Start throwing this pitch more, and they kind of rework, like, their style, their pitching style, their playing style. Maybe the Knicks, like, see something in Sohan that he wasn't doing in San Antonio in terms of how to utilize him, certain aspects of his game they like that maybe the Spurs didn't like. If there's a way to, when you say, like, if it'll look different, that's what it makes me think of, and maybe, like, they have a plan for him and a role for him in which he can excel. And you have to imagine he liked what he heard whenever he wanted to join the Knicks. He apparently had a lot of different suitors and could have joined a lot of different teams. He wanted to come here. He wanted to be a Knick. That fires me up. And hopefully he makes an impact for this team down the stretch and into the playoffs. And tonight, to help us beat the Pistons, which we have not been able to do so far this season.
Just come out and show some fight at the beginning. To not let them just walk all over you in the first 12 minutes of this game, and then you're playing catch-up for the rest of it. Let's go. Shout out to y'all. We are moments away from tip-off. If you have liked the video, give me an LGK in the chat. If you haven't, hit the thumbs up icon. Stop being weird about it. It's free. It's easy. It supports the show. Just click a button. That's it. If every single person clicked this button right now, it'll get crazy. It'll get
over
crazy.
500 likes.
Let's go. Shout out to Jason. Says if the Knicks lose to a shorthanded Pistons, it's a clean sweep. Yeah, like no way the Knicks could beat the Celtics in a playoff series after getting swept by them last year. 100% agree. I think the Knicks also lost to the Pistons every time last year as well and then beat them in the playoffs. But no, makes sense. For sure. Whatever. Agreed. What up, Ulysses? Michael Dollar. What up, Dwayne? Jay Davis. I'll tell you this much. If you don't want to watch Stan Van Gundy just poop all over himself during the broadcast, this is the place you want to be. Mute the game. Put this piece up on level 60, and let's ride. It'll be Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby back from injury, and Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns has the matchup tonight. He's going to be defended by B-ball Paul Reed. He'll be starting. No Stewart, no Duran tonight for the Pistons.
No beef stew.
The bad boys.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. I could never call grown men that I watched play sports the bad boys.
Oh my God.
I don't care how tough they were in the 80s. Man, we get to watch the bad boys tonight.
Yeah. Oh, what a treat.
What a treat. What a treat. Oh, Lord, that's hilarious. Starting lineup, though, for the Pistons tonight. Cade Cunningham, Tobias Harris, Duncan Robinson, B-ball Paul Reed, and Asor Thompson. Look for Thompson to pick up Jalen Brunson. That's always a matchup that I like to watch. Thompson got the better of Brunson the last time they played, as well as the first time they played. But don't forget who dropped 2 for the game in your house. Was it Little Caesars Dome?
Hot and ready. The hot and ready arena.
Jalen Brunson handing out game winners, hot and ready. All right. All-Star game is over. Trade deadline is in the rearview mirror. The playoffs are right in front of us. Game 1 of the second half of the year is here. Knicks wearing white at home, Pistons wearing blue. It'll be Paul Reed and Cat to jump it up, and we're underway. Ball will go out of bounds off of Detroit. It'll be Knicks ball in the front court. Let's go. Give me some TDs in the chat. Ty Dubs is ready to play today. Brunson will throw it in. Thompson to defend the inbound. Brunson gets it to Cat on the right wing. Paul Reed extended the defense. Right back to Brunson for 3. Good! Jalen Brunson pick it up where he left off. He connects from way downtown. Knicks up by 3. It'll be Anunoby defending Cade Cunningham. Everyone in the garden on their feet. Cunningham, step back 2. No good. Rebound by Towns. Brunson to bring it up the right side. He'll get it to Cat. Cat, a step outside the arc. Dribble handoff to Bridges. He'll turn the corner. Into the lane, kicks it out. OG, wide open. Missed it. Thought about it. He had too much time. And it'll be knocked out of bounds by Towns. It'll be Pistons ball going that way.
Yeah,
good start. Two good shots. Two good looks.
Sometimes the open ones are the hardest ones OG had all day. But, yeah, you love that they're getting those quality looks. And I love Brunson getting a bucket early, bounce back against the Pistons.
Anunoby to defend Cunningham again. He'll try to run him off a couple of screens. Gets it to Robinson. Movement 3. No good. Hart to bring it up the right side. He'll hand it off to the captain. Guarded by Robinson. They call a travel on Jalen Brunson. Wow. Brunson had a step on Robinson, was looking to attack the rim, but I guess he traveled. Yeah, his right foot, he kind of jab-stepped with his left, and the right foot slid a little bit. They don't usually call that. Robinson off the catch, into the lane, kicks it out. Tobias Harris, clean look for 3. No good. Rebound by Brunson. He'll throw it up ahead to Anunoby, who gets it to Hart. Hart has a lane, gets to the paint, and has his shot blocked by Harris. Long, loose ball, grabbed by Thompson. He'll throw it into the corner to Robinson. Good closeout. He'll relocate for a 3. Shot up, no good. Brunson taps it to Towns. Full court pass to Hart. Nobody to beat. Throws it down. Gotta have Hart. Nice play by Brunson to tap it to Towns, and Towns the full court pass. Beautiful stuff there. Then an easy bucket on the other end for Detroit. Paul Reed catching it in the paint and laying it up and in. Got to play both sides. Bridges on the left wing here. He'll find Anunoby. Firing a 3. No good. 2 clean looks for OG. Neither able to fall. Thompson into the front court using a screen from Robinson. Has Brunson on him. He'll pick his dribble up from 35 feet. Brunson to pressure the ball. Pass almost stolen by Towns. Paul Reed playing off the bounce near midcourt. He'll fake the handoff behind the back. Pull up 3. Not a chance. Rebound by Brunson. We'll live with B-ball Paul shooting off the bounce 3s. Brunson in the front court. Gets it to Bridges. He'll get it right back. One-on-one versus Thompson on the right wing. Towns will now come set a screen. He rejects it. He'll actually just set it up. Oh, he's got Thompson moving. That's going to be a foul. Brunson doing a really good job allowing Karl-Anthony Towns to set a meaningful screen. And Brunson gets to his spot, playing off two, using Thompson's aggression against him. And he'll go to the stripe for his first 2 free throws.
Yeah, they say always, like, Brunson is one of the best at kind of adjusting to how he's being played. So now they've played Detroit twice. He probably has a good feel for what their plan is to try and stop him and how Thompson's going to play him. So in this third game back, we saw him get off to a quick start, now draw a foul. Hopefully he has kind of figured out Detroit's plan against him and make them adjust and scramble and figure out if there is even a way they can stop him.
Knock in the first free throw. We've seen in the first 2 matchups, the Pistons will have Thompson or somebody else pick up Brunson full court, and a lot of traps out of these pick and rolls. I thought Brunson did a really good job slow playing that 2-man action with Karl-Anthony Towns, not really letting the Detroit defense set themselves up the way they wanted to, and he makes them pay with 2 free throws. Cunningham running the show, gets to the elbow, pull-up jumper, no good, and it's going to be a foul on the Knicks, unable to block out and grab the rebound. It'll be a foul, and it'll be Pistons ball.
This is also something, like you said, we've seen in this last matchup, is the physicality. And obviously they're missing 2 centers, but you want the Knicks to be more physical against this team, and because they try and kind of play that way and borderline dirty at times.
Cunningham off the screen, pull-up 3, no good. Pistons are cold to start this one. Knicks got to make them pay. Brunson, blow by Cunningham, gets into the lane, kicks it out. Bridges open 3, good! Cade Cunningham did a lot of yapping during the All-Star break. Said, I should be on Team USA. I'm the best point guard in the NBA. Can you win a playoff series first? Can you win one playoff series before you say you're better than Jalen Brunson? Because everybody's better than Jalen Brunson until it's time to be better than Jalen Brunson. Knicks up 10 too early. Timeout Pistons. Bickerstaff's got to talk about it. Come on. Yeah, the Pistons think they're better than the Knicks.
It's certainly one opinion for them to have after seeing what happened in the playoffs last year. And I get it, you won a few regular season games, they're first in the East, they're feeling themselves a little bit, but you're not the big dog until you knock off the big dogs. And right now, the Knicks, at least of the teams that are in contention this year, obviously they lost to Indiana, and Indiana is out of it this year. The Knicks are kind of the team to beat heading into the playoffs in the East. They've been the furthest out of all those teams in the last year. Obviously, Boston has a title from like a few years ago, but the Knicks knocked them off last year. And Celtics, I bet you their goal is to knock the Knicks off this season and get revenge for what happened last year.
Only little boys get excited about things that don't matter, like wins in January and wins in November. Like, come on. Everyone wants to make fun of the Knicks. Knicks haven't won a title. When's the last time the Pistons won a playoff series? I think it's been 18 years.
Yeah. How many times have they picked in the top 3 in a row?
So they're feeling themselves. You know what? Rightfully so. But we're still the big dogs on the block.
100%.
And you could say you're better, Cade Cunningham, than Jalen Brunson. He outplayed you in the playoff series. He had a game winner in your building to send you home. And I'm still waiting for you to be better than him. So it sounds good when you sit down with GQ Magazine and you call Jalen Brunson a foul baiter and we got to do all this. You don't guard anybody, Cade. You sit in the corner and you guard Josh Hart. You're not a two-way player. You can't even guard Jalen Brunson. So talk is cheap. Talk is cheap, my man. I'll just say that. This guy on time, always. We got a 3-point goal. Ty Dubs, bang! Ty Dubs. What up, Knicks fam? Love y'all. Let's go, Knicks! Give me some LGKs in the chat.
Ty Dubs.
Yes, Ty Dubs. I'm tired of the Pistons acting like the team that ended our season last year, that beat us in the playoffs, that their best player hit a game winner in the playoffs in our building to send us to Cancun. Because they act like us who did all of that. Thing is, like, the Knicks never looked at beating the Pistons as an accomplishment in the playoffs. That was floor number one. Like, that was expected.
Like there was almost like this is the worst case. This is bad. Like this is embarrassing if we lose to the Pistons. I would say the Knicks lacked respect for the Pistons heading into the series. say you gain a little respect for how physical and tough they played, although, again, you could call it dirty, but it's neither here nor there. We'll see. But shout out to you guys today. If you want to get this Knicks sweatshirt, it was $80, now $40. Chatsports.com/NYK sale / I'll put that in the comments for you guys. You want to go ahead and take advantage of that deal. Don't miss out on it.
Let's go. Here we go. Cunningham again, top of the key, guarded by Anunoby. He'll find Robinson, who gets it to Tobias Harris in the mid-range. His shot is up, no good, but rebound by Reed. Then Harris misses a layup, and it's going to be a loose ball out of bounds off the Knicks. 2 times now the Knicks have been unable to secure defensive rebounds. I know they're up 6-2 in the battle, but with how bad the Pistons are shooting right now, you'd like to try to make this lead a little bit larger. Harris off the catch of the inbound, puts it on the deck. He'll give it to Cade. He'll work on that left side of the floor. 1-on-1 versus Towns, 5 to shoot. Cunningham, step back 3, got it. Would like to see Cat be a little bit more aggressive in closing the space there on the switch with 5 seconds left. If he wants to drive past you with 5, that's fine. I guess you'll live with a step back 3, but play to where your help is. Bridges on the left wing, puts it on the deck, kicks it to Brunson. Brunson finds Hart cutting baseline, puts it on the deck, and it gets knocked off his own shoe. They're now going to say off of Detroit. It'll be Knicks ball on the baseline. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Brunson put it right on Hart. I don't think Hart was ready for that. It's definitely off Robinson's foot. Brunson to throw it in. He'll find Bridges, who quickly gets it to Cat. Cat, backdoor pass to Bridges. Swings it to OG. One more to Hart. Right back inside to Bridges. The ball's popping around. Knicks up by 6. Great ball movement. Cunningham quickly into the front court. Gets into the lane. Drive. Fouled and 1. OG kind of let him drive to the right side of the floor, and Bridges was the one protecting the rim. I'd like to see OG play a little bit tougher defense there. I don't know if he thought that there was help or what, but that was way too easy for Cunningham.
Yeah, that was a blow-by, and you kind of see him, defend the middle of the court and play on that top side, and gave Cunningham easy access to the paint. Bridges wasn't ready for the drive, and kind of a weak contest there from Bridges. Is overall needs to be better defense from the Knicks there. Shout out to our guy Niall Dimitri coming in with a $2 super chat. Says, hello, Marge. Hello, Connell. Let's go, Knicks. Shout out to Niall, man. Get those LGKs down in the comment section.
Shout out to my guy Niall Dimitri. As Mikal Bridges will have to sit down. He's got 2 early fouls. It's going to be Shamet first sub off the bench for Bridges. Brunson off the screen. Kicks it to Hart. Hart dribble handoff to OG, guarded by Harris. Spin move into the lane. Rise, right hand layup up and in. Bag work from OG and Anunoby. Love to see it. The toenail looks good. Cunningham pull up 3 over OG. Air ball. Hart grabs the board. He'll find Cat trailing. Top of the key, guarded by Paul Reed. He'll get it to OG, guarded by, and he'll just kick it out to Towns. Towns from way downtown, no good. I don't like that shot quality. 28-foot 3 where it wasn't really balanced. Thompson, guarded by Shamet. Crossover, gets downhill, drops it off to Cunningham. His layup up and in over Towns. I think it's like 7 straight points for Cunningham now. He's ready to play. Brunson to Shamet, back to him. Brunson 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound by Detroit. Harris to bring it up for the Pistons. He'll drive right by Towns, and Towns will foul him. Couple of lethargic defensive possessions from Cat in this one. I'm sorry, that's a point guard. I need better defense from Karl-Anthony Towns there.
You have 6 or 7 inches in height on him there, and you just let him shoot right over you. You didn't have any fouls at the time. Make him earn it.
Harris' first free throw is good. I feel like the Knicks maybe let an opportunity to kind of separate themselves early in this one. Pistons were 1 of 8 from the field to start. And it's a 2-point game. Could be a 1-point game right now with this extra free throw coming.
Yeah, Cunningham has started to heat up, and he's kind of been the driving force for Detroit to get them back in this game. Got to try and slow him down, make other guys beat you.
13-12. as Mohamed Diawara is going to check in. A lot of thought about will it be Sohan, will it be Diawara? You have to wonder how the foul trouble of Bridges factors in. Towns will sit down. Mitch will sub in. Brunson into the lane. Bully ball. Layup. Missed from 4 feet out. Brunson doesn't miss that one often. He's barking at the ref on the way up. Just make the layup, and it doesn't matter. Cunningham, coast-to-coast layup up. No good. Rebound by Hart. Hart to Shamet. Bringing it up the right side. Knicks have numbers. Hart in transition. Lays it up and in. Knicks up 3. You want to push the pace versus this Detroit team. Thompson throws it into the wing. Harris, defended by Hart, puts it on the deck, tries to get physical, flops, and gets the bucket to go. Wow, 3-point play opportunity for Harris. Where's the foul here? I don't understand. Where's the foul? So Hart's not allowed to just stand here with his body upright, but Tobias is allowed to throw his shoulder in and then fade away? I don't understand. You should have a right to your space as a defender.
Yeah, I don't like that call. He didn't move. Hart didn't put his body into him at all. Just stood his ground. Harris initiates the contact. I think that's a no call. And ball don't lie. Get those BDLs in the chat as Harris misses the free throw.
Ball don't lie. Brunson, Hart, Diawara, Robinson, and Shamet. Diawara on the right wing. Dribble handoff to Shamet. Guarded by Cunningham, gets a screen from Mitch, finds him on the roll. Ball's moving around. Brunson 3. Left it short. Diawara pokes it away, but Harris will collect. They'll look to run. That's a travel! They don't call it. It's a 3 for Cunningham. Tobias Harris just lost his dribble in transition and then grabbed it and took 2 steps. Knicks down by 2. Cunningham has asserted himself now. Diawara to Shamet. His shot way off. Knicks have kind of hit a stretch here of some bad offense. Cunningham, top of the key, finds Paul Reed on the roll. He'll run into Brunson. Fouled and 1. They call a blocking foul. It's been all Pistons for the last 6 minutes. Knicks really dropped the ball on a good opportunity at the start of this one.
Yeah, they had the chance. They had the early lead. Pistons were slow, and
how is that not a double travel? How is that nothing? You're allowed to just bobble the ball and run up the court?
Yeah, he took about 3 or 4 steps without putting the ball on the floor. By definition, I think that's a travel, but refs missed that one, and Pistons catch a break, and you shouldn't be leaving it up to the refs, but they cannot miss obvious calls like that. It's like if this comes down to a 2-point game, that's going to loom large.
Knicks down by 5. It'll be Hart top of the key. They'll try to free Brunson up off ball. He'll catch it on the curl into the lane. Layup up and in. Nice set there. Freeing Brunson up. Gets to the lane. Easy 2. That's the first bucket for the Knicks since 5:48. They'll move it around. Cunningham, good look for 3. Knocks it in. 23-17. Knicks were up 15-12. It's been an 11-2 run. Brunson swinging to Diawara. He'll throw it inside to Robinson, who throws it down. Good feed by Diawara. And then Mitch showing off that athleticism. It's a good pass by Diawara, man. That's got to be a moving screen. It is! Janice getting a little too excited. Moving screen. Knicks ball that way. Yeah, can't set a screen like that. Janice Jenkins. Or the fuck
I love how
your
you
name
went
is.
right back into Janice from last game. Diawara, man, putting the ball pressure on, forcing that issue. That turnover was exclusively because Diawara was pressuring, picking up over half court, forcing them to set a screen. Turnover. Knicks ball.
Hart off the bounce. Into the lane. Kicks it out. Shamet passes up the 3. He'll drive. Pulls up from 8. No good. He'll be fouled. Going to the line for a pair. Shamet, even if it's a half-court set, he brings some speed and really just an overall emphasis on player movement without the ball to that lineup.
Yeah, I feel like he's a quick decision maker too. If he is going to drive, he's doing it as soon as he gets the ball. He has his mind made up, and it really doesn't give the defense a chance to set.
I like it. It's make a move or move it from him. No stickiness, no ball stoppage when he's in.
Yeah, it just leads to, it helps kind of just keep the defense moving, and that's how you can break a defense down. If you want the Knicks to come back and win this game, you want them to beat the Detroit Pistons, as Jose Alvarado checks in. Hit that thumbs up icon. We had almost 1,000 people in here, only 279 likes. That is weak. Let's get over 300. Let's get to 400, and let's beat the Pistons tonight.
As Jose Alvarado will check in, Shamet misses a second. OG back in. It's Alvarado, Anunoby, Shamet, Brunson, and Mitch. It should be a good defensive lineup. Cunningham remains in the game. Anunoby on him. Gets a screen. Robinson switches. Cunningham, step back 18-footer over Mitch. No good. Knicks got a board up. Brunson will grab it. Great defense by Robinson. Brunson up the right side. Guarded by Cunningham. Gets a screen. Drives baseline. Into the corner to Alvarado. Plenty of time still. 10 on the shot clock. Alvarado, top of the key. Guarded by, is it Danis Jenkins? That's his name?
Danis Jenkins.
Danis Jenkins. Guess I got to put some respect on it. As Brunson has the pass stolen. Got trapped. Couldn't find Robinson. Cunningham throws it up. That's a turnover. 2-on-1 break. Shamet to Alvarado. Lefty scoop. Up and in. Jose Alvarado making plays. Knicks cut it to 1. 2:30 left. Cunningham to handle. Anunoby to defend. He'll get a screen, trying to bring Brunson into the action. Cade into the paint, kicks it into the corner. Is that Javonte Green from 3? Why does Javonte Green always kill the New York Knicks?
He's a Knick killer.
He's a horrible player, and he always plays well versus the Knicks. OG to have it up top. He'll swing to Alvarado. Going to get a screen from OG. He'll use it. And then back to Brunson on the right side. Guarded by Dillingham. Gets into the lane. Has to double clutch. Missed it. Rebound Robinson. Right back up with it. Can't get it to go, but he was whacked. Mitch to the line for 2. Brunson once again kind of struggling with the Detroit Pistons defense early. Need him to just be better versus them. It's that simple. Just need you to be better versus them. You can't be 2 for 6. It's the 3rd game this year.
Yeah, we saw him start well, and it's faded a little bit, and that's kind of been how the Knicks team has gone. And I think our guy Brian brings up a decent point in the chat, is like, why are the Knicks not attacking more and trying to get Towns involved, and be with the lack of size for Detroit tonight? Doesn't make sense. You think no Duran, no Stewart. You got Paul Reed in there. Like we said in the pregame, we thought Towns was going to come out strong and try and have a big game, and he has not gotten going offensively yet. Still has not scored, only taken 1 shot, and that has been a 3-point attempt. So
I just don't understand how, if you're guarded by Paul Reed on the first possession, you just don't go to the block and put your hand up. It's Paul fucking Reed. Like, you make $60 million, he's on like a $3 million deal. I thought Towns had started to play some winning basketball over the last 11 games prior to the break. I thought in this one, came out a little lethargic, took a bad 3 from 28 feet out, and I thought his defense was weak.
Yeah, I'm just remembering that one play right when he was matched up right against Cunningham, and you're a center, he's a point guard. I get it, he's a big point guard, but he should not be able to just get a layup off that easily against you. Really, no resistance on the defense from Cat. I don't think he had a foul at that time either. Worst case scenario, man, don't just give him a free layup. Like, make him earn it at the free throw line. Send a message that you're not going to be able to just walk into the paint and do whatever you want. Sorry, it's still early. Towns not in at the moment, so we'll see when he comes back in if he kind of brings a little more juice, a little more energy. But like, this is a game where he couldn't have a big game, so.
Oh, Lordy. Y'all are funny. Coach ain't scheming anything for Towns? Yeah, maybe. Doesn't mean your first shot has to be an off-balance 28-footer. Mike Brown's not telling Cat to not play physical defense. I promise, guys. Cat, just don't play too physical. Like, Karl-Anthony Towns, in the last 11 games he's played, he had the best net rating on the team, best defensive rating, and I think second best offensive rating, or it was 1-2-1, something like that, while averaging 15.5 points per game. You need to start making shots too. Like we said it on a video recently on the channel, he has to get back to being an efficient player on offense and being a knockdown three-point shooter.
And we're not really asking him to do anything he's not capable of either. He's done it his entire career. So we'll see. We're rooting for him. Hopefully he gets it, and this team is better when Towns is playing better. So we'll see. Knicks got some time. We'll see how they finish the quarter. Started strong, kind of slowed down a little bit, let Detroit get back in the game. We'll see if they can try and take the lead. Let's hope.
Scores 26-22. Pistons are on a 24-13 run.
Ugh, that's not good.
Knicks didn't separate in the beginning when the Pistons couldn't buy a bucket.
Missed opportunity for sure. We'll see if it comes back to bite them. Mitch at the line here. So
Robinson, after the offensive rebound, went back up with it, got fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Worked on the free throws during the All-Star break, as we'll miss the first. 5 on the floor for the Knicks. Brunson, Shamet, Robinson, Anunoby, and Alvarado. It'll be Cunningham. Or Cunningham will sub out now. It'll be Holland, Jenkins, Green, Smith, and LeVert as Robinson misses a pair. Jenkins to bring it up. Alvarado applying full court pressure. Jenkins will go coast to coast, layup up and in. No! Offensive foul! Landry Shamet sliding in to take a charge. Jenkins out of control. High IQ play on the defensive end by Shamet. Give me some 44s in the chat. Always got to appreciate a player. The rule of verticality, it was invented versus the Knicks with Roy Hibbert. Finally, they get it to pay off for them 15 years later. Alvarado getting a screen from Robinson. And now he'll find Brunson. Into the lane. Fall away. Tough 2. Got it. Jalen Brunson stepping into his office now. Cuts to 2. Jenkins on the left wing. He'll get it to LeVert. He'll run off a screen. Back to Jenkins. Knicks there. Jenkins and LeVert playing catch, and it'll result in an easy dunk off the feed from LeVert. I don't understand how you let that happen. Robinson, I thought, a little too overzealous on the help defense there, left his assignment, and you allowed someone on the block to catch, rise, and throw it down. Sorry, I don't need Mitchell Robinson overhelping on Karis LeVert dribble drives. Robinson on the elbow. 5 on the shot clock. He's going to have to look to score. Puts it on the deck, into the lane, misses from 2 feet out, but he's fouled. I like the creativity and the force to get to the rim, but throw it down, big fella.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about the Knicks trying to have a presence inside with the Detroit's missing their top 2 center options, and we all thought it would be Towns, but Robinson having an impact and being active early, getting fouled now twice. He's another guy that can have that impact. Obviously, he's not known for his offense and trying to force him the ball, but getting rebounds, and if he's going back up with him, just make him, man, because we know he's a little shaky at the line. And it's not a good possession if the Knicks end up with 2 missed Mitchell Robinson free throws.
Tolu Smith was the big as Robinson knocks in the first. The Adam says you are going to exhaust Brunson and Cat early. Well, Cat's played 6 minutes. And Cunningham's played 10 and Brunson's played 11. So as Robinson makes a second. 2 for 2. Type those 23s. 2-point game, 40 seconds left in the quarter. LeVert off the bounce, guarded by Shamet. He'll hand it off to Jenkins. Shamet on him. Driving into the lane, blocked. Loose ball grabbed by Shamet. Up ahead to Alvarado. Drop off to Brunson. It's going to be an offensive foul on Alvarado. He could have went up for the layup. Instead, dropped it off to Brunson and then just kind of ran through the paint, and he created contact with a Piston.
Yeah.
I thought he could have just scored there.
You got to be confident, man. I know he's a smaller guy, but
he just made one on the left side. 26 seconds left. They'll sub Cunningham back in. A little offense for defense as Jeremy Sohan will sub in for the Knicks for the first time. Type those 20s. A little defensive opportunity here for him.
And
Rocking the blue and orange hair. It'll be Sochan, Anunoby, Alvarado, Shamet, and Robinson. That should be defense. Potentially the last possession of the quarter. Let's flex those muscles. Cunningham, defended by Anunoby. The Knicks could have trapped him. They don't. Loose ball swatted. Stolen by the Knicks. 4 seconds left. Shamet up ahead to OG. Wide open three. Missed it at the buzzer. Knicks lose the first quarter by 2, 28-26. Good defensive stop on that last possession. OG has missed 3 open threes. Got to think those start to fall. Grade the first quarter. I give it a C. I didn't think it was that great. You're down by 2. You had a good start, but
yeah,
not
I mean,
great.
if you think about it, that was like the first 3 minutes of the game, really. And so for 9 minutes, you really got dominated by Detroit. It was what, a 24 to 11 run or something at one point. I guess I'll go C plus because they net. They're only down 2, but yeah, for majority of the quarter they did not play well. So you're really lucky to only be down 2 at this point. Shout out to everyone dropping their grades in the comments section. We got a variety of C, D, C plus, D plus, F, D, C, C. We got a B minus, an F, D plus, B, D. Seth Gross given 2 grades. Says offensively a C, defensively a D. C minus from Robert.
that last lineup was pretty cool. Alvarado, Shamet, OG, Sochan, and Mitch. Curious to see what the lineup is coming out of the break. Will Sochan remain in the game, or was that just kind of a defensive substitution?
Get his feet wet, dip his toe in the water a little bit. Yeah, I mean, they worked. They got to stop. They forced a turnover, and they were able to get out on the break, just unable to convert. The 3 there by OG, but got an open look, and that was, good job by Mike Brown seeing that situation, finding the opportunity to get Sochan in the game and get that defensive focused lineup in, and they did their job there. So, shout out to everyone in the building. 1,000 people watching, 318 likes. If you want the Knicks to beat the Pistons, currently down 2 after the first quarter, go ahead and hit that thumbs up icon. It helps us out, helps get more people in here so we can all watch the game together, and we really appreciate it. Shout out to you guys. Let's try and get to 400 likes at 320 right now. And with 1,100 people now in the building, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, you're hanging out with us for this watch party, Knicks versus Pistons, you like what you see, you hate listening to Stan Van Gundy, lock us in, hit that big red sub button. We just crossed over 85,000 last week, trying to get to 85,100 tonight, 86,000, and then eventually 100K. Shout out to the LMNOP who says F Smitty, always F Smitty. Let's go, man. It's if you like this play-by-play, we're going to be doing videos all season long. We're like Marshall said, we're locking in after next week and him going to the Combine. Going to be doing every single game, short-form content as well. No better community of you guys and the real ones on YouTube to be a part of. Let's go, Knicks.
Shout out to everybody in the building. Over 1,100 people watching. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Knicks down by 2 at the end of the first. OG misses a 3 at the buzzer to put them on top.
Would that have changed your grade at all?
No, because I felt like the last 9 minutes of the quarter, maybe he goes to a C+, but
being up versus not being up, yeah, that's not going to make that much of a swing.
I didn't think it was a clean quarter from them.
Mm-hmm.
The Adam, I appreciate that, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Here we go. It'll be Pistons ball. Reed throws it inside to Holland. He'll turn and face and throws it up and in from the block over Anunoby. 5 to start for the Knicks. OG, Alvarado, Bridges, Towns, and Diawara. Looks like it was just a defensive substitution for Sochan. Alvarado off the screen, has Paul Reed on him. 10 on the shot clock. Swings to Diawara, gets it back. He'll play off the catch. Towns trying to get into the paint. Jose off 2, jump stop, bumps Paul Reed out of the way and throws a floater in. The big dog, Jose Alvarado. Cunningham on the right wing. Knicks trap him on the baseline. He'll find Reed. Reed's pass inside to Green. They'll call a foul on Diawara. Man, I'd like another look at this one. I don't see a foul. I haven't seen a foul a couple of times. How about Alvarado, guarded by the 6'10" Paul Reed, takes him to the lane, a little free arm with the left, and he lets him hear about it as well. That's that New York City hooper in him.
Absolutely. Fear nobody. Bring that edge to this team that I think they kind of needed a little bit. And going at a team like the Pistons, he's not afraid of them. He knows that, man, I'd take Jose in a fight against anyone on Detroit.
Green from the line. First one is good. No replay. You know what that means. Has Cunningham been subbed out yet? Yes, he's subbed out for like the final 2 minutes of the quarter. Then he subbed back in. He's played 11-plus minutes so far. So a lot of tick for him and in the start of this one. Both free throws are good for Detroit. Green kind of dangling his left arm. Something to monitor. Knicks down by 4. Alvarado rejects the cat screen, gets into the lane, lays it up and in. You got to guard Jose Alvarado. 6 quick points for him. LeVert off the screen. Bridges guarding, gets into the lane, kicks it out to Cunningham. Diawara to defend. Cunningham, jab step, puts it on the deck. Right-hand drive, finds Reed on the block, and he throws it down. Way too many dunks early for Detroit. Knicks have to up their intensity on defense to protect the paint. Alvarado off the screen again. He wanted to launch that 3. He'll get it to OG. He'll pick his dribble up at the foul line, kicks it out. Bridges for 3. No good. Clean look. Missed the shot. Rebound grab by Detroit. Cunningham to bring it up the left side. Bridges on him. Cunningham going to try to back him down from the three-point line. Work it out of the post. Blocked by Anunoby. Alvarado to OG. He'll throw it down. Defense to offense. Gotta love it. OG Anunoby wreaking havoc on both ends. LeVert on the right side, guarded by Bridges. He'll get it to Cade. Bridges now switched on to him. Cunningham gets to the foul line, spin move, trying to bully Mikal, throws it off the glass to himself, missed it, loose ball, rebound grab by Green, never hit the rim, shot clock's going to run out, it does, shot clock violation.
Let's go. Great team defense there by the Knicks. Get those LGKs in the comment section, forcing the turnover and shot clock violation for Detroit.
Good pass by Cunningham on that drive. As soon as Cat came to help, he found Reed.
Man.
Knicks with 22 points in the paint, making an impact. Alvarado from deep had his 3 blocked. Grabbed by Holland. It's a 3-on-3 break. LeVert, pump fake, relocate, 3-ball, missed it. Rebound by Towns. Good job to get back on defense. Alvarado in transition, hands it off to OG. He'll drive, rise, blocked into a wedgie. Wow. OG tried to throw that one down. Cunningham, kind of a block from the backside, and it's a wedgie. It'll be a jump ball. You could see Cade playing good defense. And yeah, just a block. Great play.
Yep, I like the aggressiveness from OG.
I mean, that's a foul. He's on the hand of OG. Maybe even the wrist. It'd be a jump ball. I believe you could choose any 2 on the floor to jump it up. It'll probably be Reed and Towns. I think they tried to sub in Robinson. I think OG is going to sit down. For some reason, Towns is going to jump it up instead of Mitch, as Reed just shoves Towns at midcourt. Ref will throw it up. Cunningham and Bridges kind of pushing each other. Here we go. Ball is tapped by Towns, and it'll be recovered by the Knicks. Alvarado, Shamet, double big lineup with Bridges. Alvarado up top. They'll get it to Bridges on the left wing. Now they're going to post up Towns. Towns being guarded by Javonte Green. Physical defense. I don't understand. If you're going to allow the defenders to play with that much physicality, you got to allow Towns to play with the same. It can't be tilted.
Yeah, if anything, the offensive player should have a little more freedom. They should be able to move where they want to go and create their space. They should be entitled to that. The defense should not be able to prevent them from going somewhere.
Alvarado to throw it in. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Jose gets it to Mitch, top of the key, and they'll get it right back to Jose. 5 on the shot clock. They're going to have to create. Jose, step back 3. No good. Rebound grab by Cunningham. He'll look to push into the lane. Runs over Shamet. Lost it. Got it back. Blocked by Robinson. Up ahead to Shamet. Knicks have numbers. Now they'll slow it down in a half-court look. Shamet rips it to a cutting Bridges. Faded from 8. Rebound by Towns. It's going to be an offensive foul. Wow, Knicks get bailed out. Classic Karl-Anthony Towns using his elbow to clear space. They don't call an offensive foul. They call a defensive foul. Physical game. I think, Detroit's going to challenge. We'll see what they call. I mean, I've seen that called an offensive foul 1,000 times on Karl-Anthony Towns. Leads the NBA in offensive fouls called on him.
Yeah, I mean, it was like you said, a lot of physical play going on that rebound. But yeah, with that specific movement, I thought maybe he got fouled before he did that. I mean, you could see it. Towns kind of he does that where he doesn't need to, and he hooks the guy around with his left arm. And as soon as you see him stick that elbow out, you know it's over, because that's probably what he's doing. Didn't need to there. Would have liked to see him just go straight up. He did a good job getting the rebound off the missed Bridges fadeaway, which, yeah, you don't love that. Bridges, he loves that shot, but didn't really have anyone around him. Could have just turned around, taken a second, gone towards the rim, and finished. Leads to the offensive rebound for Cat, and yeah, I would not, like you said, I would not be surprised if this one is changed over to an offensive foul.
I've absolutely seen enough. Put Towns on the bench, says Brian. Yeah, I don't think Towns has played a very good game today, which is disappointing considering their starting center, Jalen Duren, isn't in. Their backup center, and Isaiah Stewart, isn't in.
While we are at a commercial timeout, we'll let you guys know about this Knicks sweatshirt we have. 50% off. Was $80, now $40. Chatsports.com/NYK sale /. Make sure you get that second / in there. I'll put it in the comments section for you. Go ahead. Don't miss out on this offer. 50% off. Was $80, now $40. Little Knicks sweatshirt. If you want to go ahead and check that out, it's in the comments section and the description of this video as well. And the Knicks also, I mean, they've gone cold from 3, 1 of 11. We've seen, like you said, OG miss a few. Alvarado took a step back look there, not great. Towns has had a not great look that he took. It's going to be tough to score if you cannot hit any shots. They're shooting 12 of 17 from inside the arc, so they're doing a good job being aggressive and getting good looks inside the arc, but they can't hit anything right now. And it's giving Detroit a chance to kind of just right now take the lead and hang around this game when they were struggling themselves. So,
yeah, I think the first point of the game was a Jalen Brunson 3. So you've missed 10 threes in a row. Could look at it a couple ways. One, you're down by 2, potentially going to the line with a chance to tie it up. And as the Pistons will win the challenge, I knew it was an offensive foul in the moment. 2 fouls on Towns. He's just not a strong player. He's not a strong player. And
does it when he doesn't need to.
maybe he does need to do it, though.
I guess.
Because, like, when he doesn't do it, he's shooting not good around the paint. Maybe he knows he needs it. Because if he didn't need it, I would think that he would just stop doing it. As LeVert has it poked away by Alvarado, it'll go out of bounds. I mean, there's a reason he's shooting 10% worse around the rim, in the mid-range, and from three this year. We'll post up Harris, 5 on the shot clock. Cade off the short roll. Elbow jumper is good. It'll be Alvarado, Bridges, Robinson, Cat, and Shamet. Alvarado going to use a Robinson screen. He'll get it to Bridges. They're going to post up Towns. He'll catch it on the block. Gets to the front of the rim. Misses a 2-foot jumper. Rebound by Robinson. He'll go up with it and is fouled. And Cat will beg for a foul. They'll just make the push shot from 3 feet out.
That's a losing battle, man. You are not going to, they're not going to instantly start giving you all the calls you think you've been missing or you may have been missing, whatever it is. Like, you complaining to them is not going to change that. It's just a waste of energy and time.
Robinson to the line. He'll miss the first. He's 2 of 5 from the line tonight. I don't really like this lineup that's in, to be honest with you. Who's supposed to create offense for the Knicks? Alvarado? Shamet? This is the worst offensive year of Towns' career. As Robinson makes the second, 3 of 6 from the line. Yeah, so he just needs to make the shot. You're 3 feet away, you're 7 feet, and you've got Tobias Harris on you. Make the shot. LeVert catches on the weak side, puts it on the deck, pull-up jumper over Alvarado, no good. Rebound by Shamet. That's good defense. Bridges to handle on the right side. He'll be guarded by LeVert. Stands on the logo, is doubled, gets it to Robinson on the roll. He'll swing to Shamet. The Knicks now will reset. 10 on the shot clock. Shamet off the bounce, driving on Holland. Gets into the lane, scoop shot up, fouled. Shamet to the line for a pair.
Yeah, maybe if it's Shamet that steps up and takes more of the onus to do more creating and be aggressive, that's what it is. You would think it would be guys like maybe Bridges and Towns that would be a little more aggressive and try and get things going for the Knicks. But listen, I have no problem with Landry Shamet. If he's going to be aggressive, he thinks he can win his matchup and he's going to get to the rim and get fouled, go ahead. Keep doing it.
Shamet knocks in the first.
Shout out to you guys, man. We are 12 subs away from 85,100. We got almost 1,200 people watching. If you're a Knicks fan and you want them to win this game, go ahead, subscribe, lock us in. We're doing watch parties for almost every single game, videos daily, and short-form content as well. We appreciate if you support us. Can't do it without you. As Shamet knocks down the second one, and help us reach our goal of 85,100 subscribers.
1 point game. Bridges, Shamet, Alvarado, and Robinson. Hart will sub in for Towns. Cunningham remains in the game. He's played the entire first half so far outside of 1 minute. Toby on the left side, backing down Hart. The Knicks send a double, force him to pick his dribble up, but it leaves Asor Thompson wide open in the dunker spot to catch and throw it down. It's like the 4th dunk today. Knicks allowing way too many easy buckets for Detroit. Bridges, drive, kick. Alvarado unloads. That 3 is way off. Knicks offense has gone cold outside of the first 4 minutes of the game. And now that's going to be a foul on Alvarado as he was working against Cunningham. I'm sorry, why are we double teaming Tobias Harris?
He's moving backwards. Not really a threat at that spot. And you're making their life easy. You double team because you'd rather them play with an extra guy than whoever has the ball go at you one-on-one.
If Tobias Harris cooks Josh Hart for 30 tonight, you tip your cap and you lose. You don't allow Asor Thompson to dunk it in the dunker spot. I think double teaming is the worst thing in basketball. As the Knicks double team again, and Harris throws it down again and one.
Yeah, it should be reserved for when you cannot stop someone with one guy and they are absolutely taking over the game and you want to force the ball out of their hands. And I don't think that is Tobias Harris right now. And just making their life easy by opening up those passing lanes, giving them the numbers advantage. As Tobias misses a free throw, you guys know what.
Alvarado defended by Harris, top of the key. Brunson in the game. He'll catch in the corner, finds Robinson on the short roll, lays it up and in. Good find by Brunson. Good finish by Robinson around the rim. Alvarado guarding Jenkins. Gets into the mid-range, screened by Harris. Harris in the short roll, shot up over Hart. No good. Knicks don't box out, and it's an up and in layup after the Knicks don't box out. The lack of defensive rebounding today, attention to detail entirely on the defensive end, has not been good enough. Brunson guarded by Jenkins. Takes him to the lane. Pull up from 7. Good. They're going to wave it off. What are they calling? So now they're saying the bucket's going to count. Why is it not an and one? So they wanted to call it defensive 3 seconds. They won't call that. They'll allow the bucket to count. And then Alvarado steals the inbound, and Josh Hart smokes the layup. Pistons are out and running. Thompson blocked by Brunson. Thompson tried to throw it down. Brunson blocked it. Knicks have it in the front court. Brunson guarded by Tobias Harris. Beats him into the lane. Floater up. Missed. Robinson can't make the putback. Brunson has to start making some shots, man. As LeVert on the perimeter. Takes it into the mid-range. He's going to face up on Shamet, trying to score. Nowhere to go with it. Thompson with 7 on the shot clock. Keeps his dribble alive. Drives on Shamet. Nowhere to go. 3 seconds left. The Knicks leave Harris open from 3, and he knocks it in. Why are we overhelping so much so we're allowing Tobias Harris to catch and shoot with 3 seconds left on the opposite side of the floor? The Knicks' defensive communication today has not been good. Way too much overhelping. Alvarado off the bounce, into the lane, finds Shamet, corner 3. No good. Long rebound, grabbed by Alvarado. Back to Shamet, back to him, Jose! Missed it. Knicks can't make a shot. Knicks have missed 13 threes in a row. Jenkins runs through Brunson, and they call a foul.
A lot of opportunities in the last couple minutes for the Knicks to kind of take back momentum in this game. First off, the Alvarado steal. Hart smokes the layup. A couple other stops. They couldn't get anything done. They'd be able to get a chance to get a stop after 22 seconds of good defense. You leave Tobias Harris wide open. He knocks down a 3, and then Shamet had the opportunity to knock down a corner 3. Him and Alvarado play catch. He couldn't knock down the corner 3. Knicks are not capitalizing on the opportunities they are creating to try to take the momentum and make a run in this game.
You don't start making shots, they're going to run you out of the building for the 3rd time this year. Robinson into the lane, kicks it out. Harris clean look for 3. Missed it. Rebound by Towns. It'll be Bridges. The starters are in. Bridges, Brunson, Towns, Anunoby, and Hart. Towns. He'll be fouled.
Knicks kind of struggling. Like we said, capitalize on some of these opportunities. If you want the Knicks to beat the Pistons, though, hit that thumbs up icon. We're 18 likes away from 400. There's 1,100 people in here. I know there's 17 more Knicks fans who want them to beat the Pistons. Let's go. It's free. It helps us out and helps the Knicks hopefully get a win tonight, so we appreciate it.
Brunson to throw it in. He'll find Towns. Towns is guarded by Paul Reed. I just don't understand how you aren't playing through Towns. As he'll kick it to Bridges, top of the key, guarded by Jenkins. Bridges needs to be able to score. He'll get into the mid-range. Follow-away two is good. Dennis Jenkins is a G Leaguer. I understand he's played well enough to get a standard contract. Mikal Bridges, you're supposed to be a star. You should fry him. Jenkins pass, dropped, stolen. Knicks have it. They have numbers. Brunson, guarded by Robinson. They smoke a free opportunity in transition. Now they'll play half-court hoops. Brunson, guarded by Jenkins. Drive, kick, OG, pump fake, drive, rise, fouled. Going to the line for two. OG to the line. Chance to cut it to a 2-point game with just over 3 minutes left in the first half.
Let's go. We are 5 subs away from our goal. Sub for Knicks Dubs. You want them to try and come back in this game and beat the Pistons. Hit that sub button. We are 4 away. Who's it going to be? Let's go. Run that sub up as OG misses the first free throw. Lock us in, man. If you're a diehard Knicks fan, subscribe to the channel.
OG has not had a good game offensively today. He did miss about a week or so prior to the All-Star break. Knocked down that second free throw. Down by 3. OG 2 of 6 from the field. As Cunningham checks back into the game. He'll walk into the lane, layup up and in. Way too easy. No defensive resistance by the Knicks on that. Towns up top, puts it on the deck, trying to find OG. He'll kick it to Hart, top of the key, who gets it to Brunson. 10 on the shot clock. Brunson, guarded by Harris, trying to get something going. He'll get it to Hart. Hart drive, pulls up from the dotted line. Got it. Big time shot from Hart. Knicks going to need someone to put the ball in the basket here. 3-point game. Have to slow down Cunningham as well. They haven't found a way to do that. Right now, Brunson is switched on to him. Cunningham gets to the foul line. Pull-up J is good. Way too easy. 21st half points for Cunningham. Good game from him. Brunson into the lane. Floater up. Missed it. Rebound. Grabbed by Towns. Throws it down. Got to get back on defense. Cunningham will look to push. OG on him. Gets right back to that elbow. Now I'll try to back him down. Cunningham, into the lane. They call a foul. I don't understand. I don't understand. Dwayne Wade comparing 6'8" Cade Cunningham to 6'4" Brandon Roy. That makes a lot of sense.
That's why you watch Knicks Now. And despite going 1 of 14 from beyond the arc, the Knicks are still only down 3. Let's go. We say it. I feel like I say this every time, but we seem to get these timeout breaks right with about 2 minutes left in the quarter. How can the Knicks finish this quarter? They're down 3. Can they take the lead? Can they tie it up? Can they go into halftime with the lead? Go on maybe a little 5-0 run here. Get a 3, get a stop, get a bucket, kind of flip the script a little bit. They've had that opportunity to seize the momentum back in this game multiple times in the back half of the second quarter, and they haven't been able to get it done.
Pretty disappointing game from the Knicks, I'd say, so far.
Yeah, like the Pistons are – the opportunity is there to be winning and leading this game, and the Knicks are kind of just not – they're kind of beating themselves a little bit. They're not taking advantage of it. A team that's not at full strength either. Obviously, the Knicks missing McBride, but just like a frustrating game to watch for Knicks fans. And you're getting cooked by Cunningham as well. I mean, he's got 20. He's kind of been able to get what he's wanted.
Everything's been easy. Everything's been easy. Yeah. Not good. Not good. Just would like to see them match the intensity one time of this team. And considering Jalen Duren hasn't played in a game versus the Knicks this year, Isaiah Stewart's not playing again today, and Karl-Anthony Towns is nowhere to be found. There's literally a man playing for the Pistons today at center that nobody in the world has ever heard of. Nobody. Who the hell is Tolu Smith?
It's and he's played a lot of minutes, and he drew an offensive foul on Towns at least that one time that they challenged. So
Last time he played in a game, he played in February 9th and February 11th. He's played in 6 games this year.
and Knicks are not winning a game in which he's playing a lot of minutes.
Paul Reed and Tolu Smith.
Not taking advantage. It's kind of been the theme of this game overall, and a lot of moments.
I don't understand.
Finish quarter strong. Let's see it. Try and tie this game up, take a lead, and maybe these heavy minutes will wear on Cunningham in the second half. You can try and slow him down a little bit.
I like for them to move up the pickup point of guarding Cade Cunningham.
Got
They're
Alvarado.
letting him just walk to the foul line every single time.
Jose, that's your job, man. Get up on him, pressure him.
Mo Anunoby does it. You're the one that makes second most money on the team. I know you haven't played in 2.5 weeks. First quarter, you let him drive to the right side and one layup over Mikal Bridges, no defensive resistance. Can we move the pickup point a little bit higher? Can we show we want to play some basketball today? Down by 5, 1:40 left. Brunson off the right side, gets into the lane, pass is stolen by Paul Reed, lazy, lethargic, and unintentional, and the Knicks allow an alley-oop layup that was missed, and they grab the board. Wow. Knicks get lucky. Brunson on the right side, guarded by Duncan Robinson. He'll take him to the paint. Gets in there, layup up, foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, a self-inflicted mistake there from Brunson on the pass.
How out of a timeout do you do that? Brunson at the line with 1:19 left. First one is up and good.
All right, Knicks within 3. Minute 20 left.
Cunningham off the screen. Has it on the right side. Gets to the foul line. Shot over Brunson. Good. Bridges on the right wing. Finds Towns. Top of the key. Towns finds a cutting Hart. Gets inside the arc and then passes it right to a sore Thompson. Turnover. Cade will run it out. Bully ball against Bridges. Drive. Wide open 3. Robinson. Good. Man, what a disappointing effort from the Knicks. Brunson on the right side, guarded by Thompson. Step back 3. Missed it. 1 and done. Rebound by Cunningham. 3-on-3 break. Harris inside to Thompson. He'll lay it up and in. Knicks down by 10 again to the Pistons. 15 seconds left. Knicks can hold for the final look. Brunson gets a screen, guarded by Cunningham. Gets another screen. Cunningham fights over. Brunson finds Anunoby on the roll. Out to Bridges. Top of the key three. Missed it. Knicks will lose the first half by 10.
Let us know what you think of that Knicks second quarter in the comments section. Grade it. Knicks down 10 to Detroit as we head into halftime. Greg Williams with a D. C06 with an F. Isaac with an F. Brian with an F. E. Rizzo with an F. J. Davis an F minus. Brian with an F. Bob F. Robert F. Alex F. Anthony F. PSG F. John Mosgrove with a D. Light Skin T with an F. The Big Easy F. Tay John F. Drips with a D. Potbelly F. Terrence D. Edwards with a C minus. The Adam D minus. Callum Hughes with a Z. FGC Hitman F. Ulysses F. Mr. Fresh. OG with an F minus. Mothman F. Mako Dakota F.
Pistons have outscored the Knicks by 79 points in 10 quarters this season.
It's frustrating to watch. It's my bad, Drips. I don't know when this one came in, but he said, long time no see. Marshmallow Alvarado is a dog.
What's up, Brody? What up, bro? What's up, Terrence? $79 points in 10 quarters. You lose every quarter by 8. Every quarter you lose by 8. You're down by 10 again. They just beat you 118 to 80.
Should be motivated to come out and prove something against this team. And, like, we saw that for about 3 minutes, and then it was gone. And it was, like, looking like more of the same that we've seen. RTY Gamer coming in, $5 super chat. Appreciate you. Says, why is Brunson on Cade for defense? No wonder he has 20 already. Cunningham, after the Knicks jumped out to that start, Cunningham's kind of been able to get whatever he wanted. It has, like Marshall said, it's been easy. He's, even when he's been on big guys on him in the paint, kind of contesting him, he's been able to get up. He's gotten a couple foul calls as well, and it's not, 9 of 19, 3 of 5 from 3. Those are efficient numbers, especially when you consider he's got 24 first half points. Going to be hard for the Knicks to win if the Cade Cunningham's on pace to drop 50 against you. And on top of that, you can't hit any shots outside. We've seen pretty much everyone miss threes, 15 straight after Brunson hit that initial three. And then, like, something that we saw a bunch of times was that doubling that they did on defense that just gave Detroit easy look after easy look, either whether it was a corner three or a dunk from the dunker spot, whether it was Thompson. Harris got a couple easy looks off of it. Paul Reed was getting dump-offs for dunks. Just the Knicks making Detroit's life easier by doubling a guy like Tobias Harris, for example, when he really hasn't been the one killing you. And it just creates that man-up advantage for them, and they're able to find the right look and turn it into an easy basket.
Yeah, I mean, look, you're not playing defense. You're not making shots. They are beating you up again. It's the third time this year we've had to play Detroit Pistons style of basketball. The Knicks have been the reactors instead of the tone setters now 3 times versus the Detroit Pistons. I don't say this lightly. They make you look soft, slow, and little. Like that's what the Knicks look like when they play the Pistons. Soft, slow, and little. And weak, to be honest. So, I don't know if anyone knew this. The Knicks didn't beat the Celtics any times in the regular season last year. So it guarantees that everything's going to be okay. But
It's a lock.
I'm sorry. Like, Karl-Anthony Towns, an unacceptable first half. I don't care if Mike Brown is telling the whole team, do not get the ball to Karl-Anthony Towns. We don't want to feature Karl-Anthony Towns. You are being guarded by Paul Reed and a man named Tulo. Like, get to the block, post up. Don't allow your post up point to be the 3-point line. Put your hand up there. Do not move until you get the ball. Catch, one dribble, drop step, and impose your will. One time. Your only point is off a putback on an offensive rebound.
Yeah, we say it all the time. You're not going to win many games in which Karl-Anthony Towns is not scoring the basketball a lot. And 2 points at half, it's not going to cut it.
Catching the ball in the post at the 3-point line does nothing for the New York Knicks.
Like, we even saw Mitch be aggressive. The Knicks weren't necessarily featuring him, but you saw Robinson when he got the rebound, he was going right back up with it. Got fouled a few times. Normally we see him maybe kind of kick the ball out and try and get a 3 off of that. The ability and the matchup is there with the size differential between Detroit with their injuries and suspensions going on at the center position. The fact that Towns can't take advantage of it. And it wasn't like he was only playing with Robinson where it's like, okay, Robinson's playing down low and Towns is not supposed to be down there. He was playing at the point where he was kind of the center a few times, and he should have been the one down there kind of making that impact, taking advantage of that perceived mismatch with the size, and he just wasn't. Refuses to kind of play with any sort of physicality. His version of physicality is just fouling.
Yeah. You think you're just going to be able to beat the Detroit Pistons by Jalen Brunson playing hero ball? I've got news that you don't want to hear. I got news you don't want to hear. Like, Karl-Anthony Towns was great offensively versus the Pistons last year. Shot 48% from 3 versus the Pistons last year in the playoffs. Like,
Not getting that tonight.
he just has to be able to contribute offensively. Not going to win many games where Karl-Anthony Towns scores 2 points. 2 points doesn't
Takes 3 shots.
Yeah, it doesn't offset the lack that you're getting from him on defense.
Like, it's a lack of aggressiveness as well. Like, if you are he's got to be close to a 10-year NBA veteran at this point. He's getting like, if not more, and you can't figure out the correct balance between being aggressive and not being like whatever the word is for just automatically committing an offensive foul, or reckless, driving recklessly to the hoop and just committing an offensive foul. You have to be able to find the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless. Like, force yourself into the game in a smart way, though. Like, we saw his first shot was a, like, not in rhythm, just deep wing three that didn't go in. That's not what we're talking about. Like you said, post up or be smart and make a good drive, not just one of these where you're kind of just facing contact from as soon as you get on the ball on the three-point line and you end up lowering your shoulder by the time you get to the block and fouling. Yeah, LMNOP, like the Pistons, like Marshall said, the Pistons are kind of dictating what's going on in this game. They're in control. The Knicks are, like Marshall said, reacting to what's going on. So, yeah, it's not – should we want to be playing Knicks basketball, not Pistons basketball. I mean, no one for the Knicks really has it going. We saw Brunson have some success early, but with that three, but then that kind of faded away. I mean, he's at 4 of 11, 1 of 4, three assists, but 3 turnovers as well. He really still hasn't kind of cracked the code on that defense. We saw some shades of it, but not consistently getting the right reads and just.
Yeah, it's not all on Cat, but imagine if Cat had 8 points. Jose Alvarado has double the amount of shot attempts as Karl-Anthony Towns. Mitchell Robinson, I think, has the same amount, if not more, shot attempts than Karl-Anthony Towns. That's why I really pushed back when the idea was if Karl-Anthony Towns just grabs 20 rebounds a game, we're going to be okay. No, we're not. You need Karl-Anthony Towns to be an elite offensive player. Whether it is the system, whether it is him, who we have documented very well on this channel, he is not shooting the ball at any level at the same efficiency that he was open or covered compared to last year. Like, I don't care what the reason is anymore, Andrew Connell. Trade rumors, Mike Brown's system, a knee injury, a shooting slump. If he is not going to be at least 90% of what he's been on offense his entire career outside of this year, the Knicks are going to be in legit trouble.
Yeah, I mean, the roster and the team is built and constructed with the 25 and 12 on almost 50, 40 plus like splits from Towns. And when you're getting 45 and 36 and 3 shot attempts and 2 points at half, like, they're not going to be the best version of themselves. And it's it's troubling, especially when you probably are going to have to. Right now, you're going to have to get through a team like Detroit in the Eastern Conference. If the playoffs were to start, the Knicks would likely, if you want to get to the Eastern Conference Finals, right now Detroit's probably waiting on the other side with home court advantage and a physical team. If they have Duran and Stewart playing, who aren't even playing tonight, it's not promising.
Agreed, Steven. I'm tired of seeing Karl-Anthony Towns call for the ball in the post, and he's 21 feet away from the basket, and he's being pushed off his spot by a wing. I'll just say it like this. Kat, if you don't start playing better, you're not going to be on this team next year. So, do you want to be a Knick? If so, start playing like it. Because I promise you, if the Knicks don't get to the NBA Finals, this roster is going to look a heck of a lot different compared to next year. And the first person out is going to be Karl-Anthony Towns. You don't pay an offensive player $62 million to not be an elite offensive player.
That's it. You talk about player superpowers a lot. That's supposed to be Cat's superpower is his offense, his shooting.
New York, you always talk about it, like, but you play like you want to be here, because if you don't, you won't. Like, that's where we're at this point.
Yeah, he shouldn't.
It's Paul fucking Reed. And look, there's a lot more problems than just Karl-Anthony Towns in that first half. But if you want to win in this league, you need your best players to beat the best players. You need your highest paid players to produce the most. Be nice if some other people could make some shots as well. Here we go. Third quarter underway. Cunningham into the lane. Blocked by Anunoby. It'll go out of bounds. Pistons will remain in hold of the rock. They'll have possession. They'll throw it in with 13 on the shot clock. Cunningham to throw it in. Gets to Thompson. Thompson layup over Brunson. Brunson just got pushed out of the way like a child. Terrible defensive intensity from Brunson. He's had a horrible game today, offensively and defensively. Towns catches a foot inside the three-point line. Hands off to Brunson. Hesitates. Had the three. Instead gets into the paint, forcing the ball. Could have kicked it out to Towns for three. They don't throw it to him. Hart gets into the lane, throws up a floater.
This choppy possession there that still leads to a basket.
Cunningham on the right wing, defended by Anunoby. Towns heavily in help. He'll kick to Harris for three. No good. Brunson shoved to the ground by Thompson. It'll be a foul on Detroit. Let's pick it up here, Jalen. Let's pick it up, man. Knicks 1 for 12 on catch and shoot threes this half. Or this game. Brunson to bring it up. Gets it to Cat again. Posting up Reed, 24 feet from the basket. He'll face him up. Puts it on the deck. Little bully ball. And he's fouled. Reed says to challenge. I still hate that possession. I hate the idea that Karl-Anthony Towns has to be a driver against Paul Reed. Let me be honest, where's the foul? There was no foul. No foul.
Yeah, Cat, we've seen it all season long. He's hell-bent on driving the ball from the top of the key and going through contact, making his life more difficult than it needs to be to try and lay it up at the rim. And time after time, I
think we got to ask, can he create post-positioning on the block?
I mean, it shouldn't be that hard. You should be able to walk down there.
Can he do it? In your mind, it's not hard. In my mind, it's not hard. How many times have we seen him call for the ball in the post? His center of gravity's not strong enough. He's backed out to 30 feet. Like we say he doesn't have to do the offensive fouls, but the offense is the worst it is, and it's the most offensive fouls of his career. We say he should just post up. Maybe we can't.
Maybe there's something that we don't know that he just not possible. I don't know.
5 on the shot clock. Thompson at the elbow. Kicks it to Paul Reed. His baseline J from the Kurt Thomas spot is up and in. I guess you live with that. Brunson to bring it up. Guarded by Thompson. Finds Towns. Right wing three. Good! And one! Count it! That's the Karl-Anthony Towns we need. Give me some 32s. You need him to be elite on offense. You ain't winning with Towns averaging 15 and 20. You need 25 and 12. Big time shot. 5 straight points for Towns. Could make it 6. Does. Give me some 32s. 6-point game. Cunningham into the front court. Guarded by Anunoby. They're just going to bring Brunson's man into the action every time to try to get Brunson to switch. The Knicks double. They'll find Thompson on the roll. Layup disrupted by Towns. Good defense. He'll bring it up himself. Finds Anunoby on the block. OG guarded by Cunningham. Drop step. Face up. Kick out. Towns for three. No good. Wanted a hero ball shot. It's not a good shot. Contested from 30. Just move it. Harris driving on Towns. Stop and pop mid-range. Jay, no good. Rebound by Brunson. Push it. Push it. Brunson to Towns. Throws it down. Karl-Anthony Towns. Putting on a show. Timeout Detroit. That's the type of cat we need.
Let's go. Keep those 32s going in the chat. Having an offensive impact in this third quarter. A couple dunks, couple fouls, couple three-pointers as well, or three-pointer as well. That's it. Force the issue. That's what we asked him to do, man. Take advantage of what his skill set is. Get him involved in the action. That's what they've done so far, and that's why it's a 4-point game. He's starting to knock down some shots and get into a little bit of a rhythm. Even though that wasn't the best shot, when he took that three that he missed, you could tell he was kind of in a little bit of a rhythm and a little bit more confident in his shot there. Yeah, Callum says maybe he was, I don't know, maybe the Knicks Now real one's getting on him is what motivated him to get going. Whatever it takes, we'll criticize him and try and fire him up every single time if that's what it takes him to play like he just played in those last 2 minutes, opening 2 minutes of the third quarter.
Like, the idea that you can roster Karl-Anthony Towns, minimize his offensive productivity, and win a championship is impossible. For Karl-Anthony, and like, he will admit it, he is not a good defensive player. He's just not, and he knows it. So you need his offense to be so good, it cancels out the turnovers, the offensive fouls, the moaning and groaning to officials, and the lackluster, low IQ defensive habits that he has. You don't get to offset that with 15 points per game and 2 points in the first half. That's not me hating. That's trying to find a way for him to be effective.
Yeah, it's like I did a baseball comp for something earlier. It's like a home run hitter who's not hitting home runs, and he's not a good fielder, and he's not like doing any of those things. You need him to hit home runs in order for him to have an impact. And for Karl-Anthony Towns, hitting home runs is hitting threes and scoring points. So good to see him get back to it a little bit there. We'll see if he can keep it up and help the Knicks get back and take the lead in this game and keep it going, or if it was just that short stretch. Either way, nice to see him turn the page a little bit, but keep it going, man. This shouldn't be it. Use this to keep going. End up with 25 points tonight. Score 15 more points in this half. You got B-Ball Paul and Tolu Smith guarding you. Let's go. If you have a little confidence now, that's what all it takes. Fine. While we were at a TV timeout as well, we want to let you guys know again about the sweatshirt we have. Was $80, now $40, 50% off. Chatsports.com/NYK sale / Make sure you get that second / in there. Put that in the comments section for you, and as well as a description of this video. Don't miss out. 50% off. Save $40 and get this sweatshirt.
Got to keep it going. Got to keep it going. Like, Paul Reed and a man named Tulo are the people who are assigned to slow you down today.
So, in rhythm a little bit. Now, hopefully, keep it up. Look at that, and that was a good job. He filled the lane there on that break, hustled back on offense. Brunson found him, and he finished with the dunk. And like, that's another thing with the Knicks in general is just push the pace more and get some easy shots. Don't make everything so hard in the half court.
Cunningham off the screen. It's going to be a defensive foul on OG. Cunningham off the Reed screen, pulls up for three, missed it. Knicks got a board. Ball's loose. Grabbed by Bridges. Outlet pass to Towns. Towns guarded by Robinson. He'll get it to Mikal. Towns wanted it on the cut, not going to get it. Bridges an OG play catch, turns the corner, into the lane, at Reed, got fouled, no call. Cat there to clean it up. It's been all Cat in the third. Knicks cut the 10-point lead to 2. Tobias Harris up top, off the screen. Gets it into the corner. Stolen by Bridges. It's a 3-on-2. Towns up top. Anunoby smoked it. Towns tried to be cute. Knicks blow an opportunity for 2. And Robinson makes him pay with a 3 on the other end. You miss layups in this league, it's going to be 3s the other way. 5-point swing. That's why I just have a real problem with Karl-Anthony Towns. You just scored 10 straight points, and you jump from the foul line trying to throw a no-look alley-oop to OG. How about you make them stop ball and throw it down? Towns in the corner, posting up Paul Reed. Into the lane. Fouled. Come on, man.
Imagine that'll be on the floor as Towns ended up passing out of it even though he was approaching the basket. That's it, though. Physicality. Match this team's physicality, especially with them missing their 2 centers. There's no reason they should out-physical you or whatever you would say. Play more physical than you in this game tonight.
Tolu is coming in. Is that like a ride service or something? Like, what are we doing? 4 fouls on Paul Reed. Now Tolu Smith has to guard Towns. Get him the rock. Towns up top, guarded by Smith. Jab step, step back 3. Tolu Smith is guarding you. Get your ass in the paint. Like, gee, how hard is it, man? As Hart pokes it away from Cunningham, and it's a turnover. You're 7 foot 280. Hart to Bridges to OG. No good from 3. Knicks still can't buy a bucket from downtown. Bridges into the passing lanes. Dropped it. Robinson 3 up and in. Might want to guard him. Towns in transition. Euro. Smoked the layup. They call a foul.
Duncan Robinson is out there to do one thing and one thing only, and that is shoot the ball.
I just don't understand it, man. Towns to the line. He's asserted himself this half. Knocks in the first.
Let's go. 1,200 people in the building. Sub for Knicks Dubs. You want them to try and come back in this game. Subscribe to the channel. We crossed over 85,100 subs today. We appreciate you trying to get to 85,200, 86,000, and then eventually 100K. Lock us in. Subscribe to the channel.
Towns gets a second to go. Six-point game, 7:25 left in the third. Cunningham, defended by Anunoby. Trying to free up Robinson off ball. They can't. Cunningham, drive, kick. Robinson wide open 3. Missed it. Offensive rebound. Dropped. Rebound grabbed by the Knicks. Brunson, Hart, and Anunoby on the break. Brunson didn't take the open 3. Now they'll settle into a half-court look here. Brunson defended by Harris. Now he has Tolu Smith on him, making him dance. Brunson, mid-range, Jay, got it! Big-time shot by Brunson. Tolu Smith, mouth is bleeding, feet were dancing. Cunningham off the screen, turns the corner, gets into the lane, and it's a foul on Towns.
That's it. Jalen Brunson, can that get him going? He's not really having a game up to his standards. If that's the matchup, do that. Every team does it to the Knicks. They take their defenders, they get them in the action, and they get the matchups they want. Why don't the Knicks do that? You just saw Brunson go to work against Smith.
Now they're going to see if this is a flagrant foul on the Knicks. Seeing if it's a flagrant on OG. All he did was stop the roller. Is OG not allowed to stop Tolu Smith from rolling like that?
Wasn't bleeding from that.
No, it's a normal foul. What are we doing, man?
Let's go. This kind of continues to just be like a back and forth game. Knicks cannot take advantage. If they can just knock down some shots, man, you're 2 of 20 from 3, and this is a 4-point game. Somebody knocked down some shots. Towns has gotten it going a little bit, but inconsistent still. Brunson just had a nice little move, little step back jumper against Smith. Whoever it is, it's just right there. It's a 4-point game. You've played pretty poorly by your standards to this point. Let's go.
Knicks down by 4. Cunningham to throw it in. 14 on the shot clock. He'll get it to Thompson. Posting up Brunson. Backs him down. Gets to the front of the rim. Fouled. Lays it up. Going to the line for 2. Three fouls on Brunson. Every broadcast is anti-Knicks, and it seems like every game is officiated in an anti-Knicks way. Cat gets mugged, no call. Brunson, I'm not even sure, disrupts the shot of a sore Thompson, and it's a foul.
His arm was just like, he didn't move where his arm was. He didn't bring it down and swat the shot.
Gets both to go. Knicks back down by 6. We're down by 2 at a transition run out. 3-on-2, turnover, made 3, missed, made 3, and the momentum has been neutralized. Towns to Brunson, kicks it out. OG wide open 3, need it. He's had a horrible night. Both sides, first game back after an injury, but man, he looks awful as he blocks Thompson's shot there, and then Towns dropped it out of bounds. Piston ball. I mean, OG can't buy a bucket, man. 2 of 9. He's 0-6 from 3. 0-5 from 3.
And he's not the only one. The whole team really hasn't been able to get it going.
They're 2 of 21 from 3. It's Brunson who's made a 3, and Towns made a 3, and he was fouled on it. Pistons will throw it in from the baseline. Tobias Harris catches in the short corner. Knicks have made some subs. Shamet, Robinson, and Diawara have checked in. As Toby's fall away 2 is good. Way too easy. Shamet and OG, or Brunson and OG are the starters that remain in. Brunson off the screen. Pull up right wing 3. Got it! Can that take the lid off the basket, man? 5-point game. Cunningham off a series of screens, throws it inside, pass deflected. That's got to be a foul on Detroit, man. Cunningham's 3 is good. Shamet had the ball and they whacked him. How is that not a foul? I don't understand. I mean, the Knicks steal the pass, and then Shamet is literally whacked by Detroit. No call. You haven't played good enough to win today's game, but man, you have not gotten any favors. I have not gotten any favors tonight. I don't understand how that wasn't a foul. That should be a Knicks transition bucket. It's disrupted by contact by Detroit. It results in a steal and an open three for them.
If the Knicks don't end up coming back in this game, there will be so many opportunities where the Knicks can go back and say, if they did this, they could have maybe won this game, or they took advantage here, or they knocked down this three, or they didn't turn the ball over here, or they just covered an open shooter by Detroit. Like, how many times has Robinson been wide open in the corner? How many times has Harris been open in the corner? Like, there's so much the Knicks could be doing to win this game, which is kind of part of the frustration as well. Is like, this team is not that much, like, they could and probably should be winning this game right now. Frustrating.
Not ideal. Not ideal.
And 3 of 22 from 3.
Like, Tolu Smith literally just clotheslined Landry Shamet. I don't understand how you don't call that.
Knicks are soft, though. They're soft.
Kind of. Been pushed around 3 times by this team. Outscored by 70+ in 2.5 games. All right, Brunson, Diawara, Shamet, Robinson, and Anunoby. Shamet, left wing, 35 feet out, puts it on the deck, defended by LeVert. 8 seconds left. Are we just playing Shamet ISO ball? Pull up mid-range shot, no good. What the fuck was that offensive possession out of a timeout? Cade Cunningham, transition 3, no good. You come out of a timeout and it's Shamet catch from 35, dribble 8 times and pull up from 12? I'm not going to act like I'm a basketball coach, but I just feel like that's not a winning strategy. Unless there's a Landry Shamet that we don't know is with us. Brunson, up top, guarded by LeVert. Gonna have to get it off. Spin move, fall away, got it. Big shot. Six-point game, 4:40 left in the third. Brunson up to 20 on 14 shots. You need Anunoby to start making an impact on both ends. Cunningham to handle. Drives on OG. Gets to the lane. Lays it up and in. OG has been a non-factor today. Is OG still hurt?
He's not healthy. Get him out of there.
Brunson's pass stolen. Lazy pass. Diawara steals it back. It's like the 5th turnover tonight for Brunson. OG for 3. Brick. Hit the backboard first. LeVert into the front court. I'll get it to Cade. OG will guard him. Cade, pull up midi over OG. Cooked him. Good. OG Anunoby, you're in the deep fryer right now, my man. You've got worked all night long. Brunson off the handoff from Robinson. Gets to the elbow. Pulls it out. Gets back into the paint. Fall away 2. Got it. Brunson keeping the Knicks in this one. If he wasn't hitting tough shots, they'd be down 15. LeVert, near midcourt, throws it to Cade, top of the key. OG to defend. They double him off the screen, throws it inside to Smith. Back out to Cunningham. Pump fake, blows by OG. And then there's a phantom whistle and some sort of call against the Knicks.
We've said this before, but it's just easy for Cunningham. OG's not even – it'd be one thing if he's playing defense and making him hit all these really tough shots. I mean, it's one jab and by him when he drives to the hoop. There was pretty much an uncontested jumper right there. It's just not enough from him.
OG will sit down. Bridges will sub in. Double with Robinson. He splits it, then throws it down with the left. He has dropped his nuts on the Knicks tonight, and they haven't told him to get him off yet. This is disgusting effort, horrible defense, and it's going to be another blowout here pretty soon.
Splits the screen. Robinson gets blown by, and then Towns gets out of the way, makes a business decision to not be on a poster from Cunningham instead of trying to give some sort of contest or do anything, and helps the Pistons open up a 10-point lead here as the third quarter is coming to a close.
Shamet misses the free throw.
I mean, just instead of sliding his feet, stepping up, trying to meet him up, or do anything, just gets out of the way.
When does it become a pride thing?
Yeah, I mean, you got the Knicks getting clothesline and Detroit not giving up any easy baskets, and you're just getting out of the way so they can have their poster dunk moment.
Bridges guarding Cunningham. Walks him down. Step back, 18-footer. Got it. Was it a fun ride, Mikal? He just took you for a ride, man. Mikal Bridges. I can't wait till he's off this team. I'm sorry. You're just weak. You're just weak. Alvarado into the game. Gets a screen. Fires to Shamet. Corner three. Got it. Knicks cut it to 8. Holland open three. Got it. Knicks down by 11. Brunson up top. Swings it into the corner. Shamet misses. One and done. Rebound by Cunningham. He'll push. And it'll result in an easy Ron Holland layup. Horrible defense again by the Knicks. Down 13 now. Alvarado getting a screen from Towns. Gets into the lane. Kicks it out. Bridges. Drive. Pull up. 17-footer. Got it. Down by 13. Hits a jumper and then points to the Pistons bench. Brother, you have been dog walked all night long. He's a loser. Holland to Cunningham. Alvarado pressing up on him. As much pride as anyone's played on defense tonight. Cunningham, step back three, no good. That's how you play defense right there. Rebound by the Knicks. Knicks have a 2-for-1 if they want it. Brunson inside to Bridges. Fall away from 5 feet. Missed it. Point at him, Mikal. Point at him. Come on. You missed a 5-footer. Point at him. Fucking loser, dude. Levert drive into the lane. Reverse layup up and in. Shot clock turned off, 13 seconds left. Brunson will bring it up. Cross half court with 7. He'll be fouled.
It's just like one team wants it more, one team is playing harder, and it's not even close. And it's like a mindset thing, too. Like, you're out here kind of trying to flex on someone down double digits in the third quarter. They're missing their couple of their better players. Like, you're getting cooked on one end all night long, and you're going to try and go ahead and flex. We'll see Sohan come in for the final 6 seconds of this third quarter.
Second free throw is good. Knicks down 11. 6.9 seconds left. Sohan will guard Cunningham. Evades the screen. Cunningham with 3. Crossover. Into the lane. Layup. Blocked by Sohan. Maybe play him, Mike.
We're headed to the fourth. Drop your grades, drop your 4s in the comment section. Drop some 20s as well. Sohan, a nice defensive possession there on Cunningham. Yeah, exactly. Like, no one else can slow him down. Give him a chance. How could it be worse? You're down 11 heading into the fourth. Giving him a nice, obviously only one possession there, but probably better defense than anyone on the Knicks has played on Cunningham all night long. Let's go get those 4s going. We'll give the shout-outs to everyone. Shout out to Frank the Tank, Jay Davis, Jeremy, Boz, G-Cat with the 20s, Alexander with the 4, Gregory Williams 4, Crazy Ant-Man, CL, shout out to JV with the 20, Tam with a 4, O-Dog, Kevman. Let's go. Keep getting those 4s, 20s, and grades in the comment section. For one final time, I wanted to remind you about this Knicks sweatshirt we have. Was $80 now, $40. Chatsports.com/NYK sale / Make sure to get that / in there for you. It's in the description and now the comment section of this video. 50% off. Take advantage of the deal while you still can.
I hate how the Knicks haven't been able to make a 3 tonight, and that will be the story of this game. Oh, the Knicks would have won if they just hit more 3s. If you think that is the only reason you are losing this game, I've got bad news for you, man. Yes, in theory, if the Knicks made more 3s, they would be winning. I get that, but that ain't why you're losing. You just gave them 90 points to the Pistons in 3 quarters. They're on their way to scoring $120 on you. The Pistons are shooting 41.7% from 3. They shoot 35% from the year. Oh, and you're tied in the rebounding battle, and they're down their top 2 centers. But it's just the 3s tonight. Yep. It's just the 3s.
That'll be it. Well, the Knicks don't have to worry if they'll never shoot. It's I went to say, they'll never, like, people are going to say they'll never shoot this bad again. That's exactly what the people were saying when the Celtics played against the Knicks last year. They'll never shoot this bad again. Well, you haven't done anything right now so far through 2 and 3/4 games so far against Detroit. You haven't figured it out yet.
I don't understand how Sohan's not in the game, man. Maybe you're waiting to match him with Cade minutes. I don't know, but maybe he tries. Oh, he is in the game. Excuse me. That
See, Knicks have the rock back, down 11. If you want to get back in this game, you got to start one possession at a time. It's got to start now. You need to make up 11 points.
Alvarado to Towns. Towns guarded by Jenkins, the 6'3" guard. Throws it into the corner. Bridges for three. Clank. It's really tough to win a championship when you paid 5 first-round picks for a player, and that player is almost every single night your worst starter. As Javonte Green's three is up, no good. Rebound by the Knicks. Bridges to bring it up, gets it to Towns. Towns driving on Paul Reed, behind the back turnover. It'll be a 4-on-1 break, and Green will lay it up, and he's fouled by Bridges. Bridges can't even stop Javonte Green in transition. I'm pretty sure he was playing in China 3 years ago. Like, imagine you just switched out Mikal Bridges for Giannis on this team. Like, you traded the Giannis package for Mikal Bridges. Javonte Green misses the first.
Get those BDLs in the chat. Anytime the other team misses a free throw, we type ball, don't lie in the chat.
Second free throw is good. Down by 12. Alvarado to bring it up, guarded by Jenkins. Going to get a screen here from Towns. He'll use it. They trap him. He'll get it to Towns. Towns downhill. Lefty layup up and in. Good feed by Alvarado. Good play there overall. And a lot more of that. You're going to win this game. It's going to start on defense. Can't afford to trade buckets now. Levert on the left wing, guarded by Bridges. Puts it on the deck. Drives to the baseline. Pass deflected by Sohan.
That's it. Like to see Sohan. That's why they brought him here, for his defensive ability, making an impact on a couple different possessions so far.
Look at his wingspan as he defends the inbound. Levert looking to throw it in. Throws it up. Towns can steal that. And Paul Reed will go up top and catch it. Jenkins from 30 feet out. 2 seconds left. Gets into the lane. That's got to be a shot clock violation. No, it's not a shot clock violation. It's an and one bucket for Paul Reed from 2 feet out.
That's
Wow.
22.1 seconds of good defense and 1.9 seconds going to lead to 3 points.
Paul Reed, I think, is now outscoring Karl-Anthony Towns on the night. Alvarado into the front court. Pass is deflected out of bounds. Paul Reed with 12. Towns has 16.
You're even with Paul Reed. You're not if you're not winning that matchup and giving your team an advantage against their third string center, third string center.
Bridges inbound to Alvarado. He'll get it to Towns. Towns on the right wing at the 3-point line. Driving on Reed, and he's blocked. Falls to the ground, complains to the refs, and it's a 5-on-4 break for Detroit. Good defense by the Knicks to allow Cat to get up, complain, and then get back on defense. We'll play a half-court look here. 10 on the shot clock. Harris one-on-one versus Towns. Gets to the lane, left-hand layup. No good, good defense, but the Knicks don't box out. Paul Reed keeps it alive. Levert for three. Good. Night. Knicks lose again. Down by 16 with 9.5 left. Knicks will be 0-3 versus the Pistons this year. They're going to have to find another way to beat them in the playoffs because the way that they've tried in the regular season has not been good enough.
I mean, you just watch Paul Reed block Towns on that. He doesn't respect him. Like, the way he just played defense there and just easily blocked and swatted that shot didn't even look like it was difficult for him. Is there a player with the pedigree of Karl-Anthony Towns in the league that has less respect than him across the NBA?
You roster Karl-Anthony Towns, you become a soft team by nature. You pair alongside Mikal Bridges on that roster, you are ultra soft. Then you add, and I love Jalen Brunson, he's a 6-foot and one-way player. You have three guys who literally impose zero will. Like, no physicality from Towns, no physicality from Bridges, and no physicality from Jalen Brunson on defense. You are a soft basketball team. I think that's been shown. You lost by 38 to the Pistons. You lost by 30 to the Pistons. You're going to lose by 20-plus tonight.
I mean, the Pistons are not afraid of the Knicks. They are not afraid of the Knicks. It's been clear watching that. Doesn't matter. The Knicks beat them last year. The Pistons are not afraid of them. They've shown it, and just it's concerning because this is a team you probably are going to need to beat if you want to try and go to the finals, which is the goal, the minimum, the floor, the must-do for this team is to advance to the finals. And right now it doesn't look like the results on the court don't say that the Knicks can beat the Pistons to get to the finals.
Man, what a piece of humble pie this is. Oh, we didn't have OG last time. Josh Hart didn't play in the first game. Well, they don't have their all-star center, and they don't have Isaiah Stewart today. They don't have their two biggest and strongest players, and you're getting punked in this game.
Out-rebounded.
You're just a soft team with 32 and 25. No one goes into a playoff series versus the Knicks when they have Karl-Anthony Towns and Mikal Bridges and say, man, this is going to be physical.
A dogfight. It's going to be a dogfight.
You got out-physicaled by the finesse Indiana Pacers last year. Paul Reed and Tolu Smith. Paul Reed and Tolu Smith. But hey, they're just not making their threes tonight.
That's it.
You're down 16, so even if you made 5 more threes, you'd still be losing. Here we go. Alvarado, Towns, Sohan, Shamet, and Hart. Alvarado's three is blocked. Sohan taps it back to him. Josh Hart to drive, layup up and in. Feel like he hasn't been really done anything. No one's done anything tonight. Michael, what up, man? I sincerely hope these regular season games against the Pistons just mine it. Yeah, I hope so too. I don't know though. I don't know if you heard though. The Knicks didn't beat the Celtics at all last year either, as the Knicks give up another layup for Paul Reed. Back down by 16. Thank you, Michael. Hart off the bounce. Takes a 22-foot two. He'll miss. And then Paul Reed will box out Towns, and it'll go out of bounds off a cat. As Sohan will get his first points as a Knick, applying full court pressure to Karis LeVert. The inbound pass was off target. He'll steal it and throw it down. Now Sohan will just push LeVert out of bounds and draw a foul. 14-point game. Sohan will sub out. Knicks allowed another 3, by the way. I think of all the games the Knicks have played the Pistons, this is my biggest takeaway. As Brunson has the ball stolen by Karis LeVert, he'll lay it up in transition and miss. But Danish Jenkins pushes Brunson out of the way on the offensive rebound. He'll collect it and lay it up and in. Knicks down by 19. I think the most concerning part about, as Shamet knocks in a 3, is JB Bickerstaff has run laps around Mike Brown in 3 regular season games this year. JB Bickerstaff has proven so far in the regular season this year, he is a tier better of a coach than Mike Brown. And I know the Pistons are a year older and better than I guess they were last year. But last year, at least Tom Thibodeau was a significantly better coach than J.B. Bickerstaff. He proved that against Detroit, and he proved that against Cleveland in the Knicks' first playoff run with Jalen Brunson and Tom Thibodeau. I have no confidence that Mike Brown can outcoach J.B. Bickerstaff in a playoff series.
Give you that advantage. Yeah, I mean, that's what you said that was the problem by firing the coaches. It wasn't the players. It was the coach that needed to be better. And if you get worse in that department, how are you supposed to have a better end result to the season? Like, obviously, we're using the barometer of just matching up against the Pistons from season to season, but
as Javonte Green and one layup.
It doesn't inspire confidence that the Knicks are going to be able to build on and improve upon the season they had last year when you look at just how they played against Detroit and that coaching matchup that they got worse, at least for now. I mean, is this going to change? 3 games, it should be pretty clear that these results hold some water. Can't just ignore them.
Man. Brunson into the lane. Gets it to go. Yeah. Way too much Landry Shamet dribbling and offensive focus tonight. Cunningham inside to Smith. He'll miss. Rebound by the Knicks. Brunson to Hart. In transition. Fouled. Going line for 2. I'm kind of tired of seeing Mike Brown on the Knicks sideline.
Yeah, I mean, he just, and I know it was one moment, but he just looked like he had no idea what was going on. Like, he is puzzled trying to figure out how to get this Knicks team to beat this Pistons team. It's evading.
It's J.B. Bickerstaff, man. It's J.B. Bickerstaff.
Nobody whines more than him. And no, there's a lot of reasons why the Knicks have lost all these games.
I said it when it happened, man. I think there's a chance we look back at this and say, of course it didn't fucking work with Mike Brown. He was fired by the Kings. Good basketball coaches can get not great teams to win 41 games, 35 games. I don't know, man. End of the day, what does this loss mean long term? Nothing. You're probably still going to be the 3rd seed or the 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference, but
Pistons loom. Like, they are, in all likelihood, going to be waiting on the other side of the bracket in the Eastern Conference Finals. If you get there, you're going to have to go through them. If you want to get to the NBA Finals, which has been the stated goal, mission, and bar for this team that they have to clear. It's not, I don't think any Knicks fans can say they're confident that we are going to get there right now with how they've played against Detroit so far this season. Yeah, listen, like, we're not writing them off, FGC. I don't think it's, we're not writing them off, but yeah, they'd have a lot of work. They got to go back to the drawing board. What you've put on tape against Detroit in 3 games, that's not it. So,
I mean, like, if there's an expectation for the Knicks to get to the NBA Finals from their owner, I mean, if they don't, you have to fire Mike Brown after the year, right?
that's what
because
he was
you
brought here
fired
to
the last
do.
coach because you said the coach wasn't good enough to get you to the finals.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he was brought here to do. You clearly you think it's the players are good enough. That's what you say by firing the coach, is that the players are good enough, and it's the coach's job to get you there. That's apparently why the Knicks didn't get there last year, was because of the coaching. And if you don't get there, or you take a step back, that would make sense. I mean, like, do the Knicks think was Mike Brown the guy the Knicks were targeting when they fired Tom Thibodeau? Probably not.
The Knicks told their fans it was. I mean, it's once again not a game. Like, it's not that they're beating you late. It's not that you've struggled. They have whooped your ass for 12 quarters.
Yeah. Just no pride, no fight. Hey, they came out strong the first 3 minutes. They came out strong.
Just the only thing you can say is the Knicks did this last year versus the Celtics, and that is the worst ideology that you can have. It's like, oh, Evan Neal struggled his first year. Well, so did Andrew Thomas, so he'll be Andrew Thomas next year. Eli Manning wasn't great his first year. Daniel Jones will be fine. Like,
you're hoping that, I don't know. I don't want to say it's luck because the Knicks beat the Celtics, but here comes the furious comeback from the Knicks to make the scoreboard a little respectable. Steal by Sohan. All right, so they give Jeremy Sohan a chance here in this fourth quarter. He helps force another turnover, leads to a Knicks basket in transition by Shamet. So
You want to hear something that will give you less confidence about the Knicks?
hit me with the.
They haven't beat the Pistons in a quarter once this year.
They've lost every
single quarter they have lost. Every single quarter the Knicks have lost to the Pistons this year.
So there's not even like a formula they can go back and watch film and say, okay, we had a run, like we did well when we were doing this, and like try and do that more of that. They're whatever they've tried, they've failed every single strategy, every single plan, every single stretch. They haven't had a lineup that they've been able to kind of win with, like over a prolonged period of time, enough for a quarter. Like maybe they've had minutes where they've kind of had advantage, but probably not because they got killed those first two games. Oh, maybe if they just do what they did in the first 2 minutes of this game and just kind of run that back, then maybe they'll, I don't know.
I see some people in the chat are saying the Knicks waited too long to play Jeremy Sohan. I appreciate what he's given the Knicks tonight. If you think that Jeremy Sohan is going to be the difference maker in a Knicks versus Pistons Eastern Conference Finals, I'm sorry, I'm just not going to believe that. Like, if that is what is going to make the difference, and look, I hope it is. Anything on the roster up to this point hasn't proven it is, but it's like relying on the third tight end in football.
We're not talking enough about Chris Manhertz.
Not talking enough about Chris Manhertz, Joe Shane. It is a 12-point game. Can they make a run? As Thompson gets an offensive rebound over Brunson. Cade for three, missed it. Reed, another offensive rebound. That's 2 offensive rebounds now. On back-to-back misses. Cunningham versus Sohan, step back 3, got him. I think he made him fall almost. Now Sohan and Cade are pushing each other. Push it, just fight. Let's just fight at this point. I mean, it's embarrassing what they're doing to you. Cade Cunningham has been unstoppable. As Brunson spins into the lane, lost it, turnover, fast break. Cunningham to Jenkins, throws it down. And now they're doing it on your home court, and they're letting you know about it.
It's embarrassing, a loss for the Knicks tonight. Robinson blocked by Reed.
As Brunson gets hit in the face, it'll be a foul on him. $40 points for Cunningham tonight. Man, what an embarrassing game. Shamet 3 is good. Damn. They are not even competing. You can't even compete. You haven't won one quarter. You've played them 3 times. You haven't won one quarter. Cunningham drops off Towns at the bucket. Easy, too. He's on his way to 50. Brunson to Towns. Towns driving, layup, got it, and one.
It's time, Mike. Get Brunson out of the game. Get OG out of the game. What are we doing?
Bob the Builder says, what has Brunson actually done this game? Sadly, I think he's been the best Knick tonight. 30 on 61% from the field. Turnovers are high. You never want your point guard to have 6 turnovers. But the Knicks have needed every one of his points. As Leon Rose watches on. He looks disgusted, as he should be. But maybe he should be disgusted with himself. This roster he's built. Traded everything you had for Mikal Bridges, who doesn't even play in the fourth quarter for the Knicks anymore. How many times we've seen him not close games recently? It'll be the third loss to the Pistons this year. It'll be the third blowout loss. As Paul Reed's mid-range J is up no good. Towns fighting harder for the board than I've seen him all night tonight. As Brunson hits a 3 to cut it to 11 with 90 seconds left.
It's going to
fake comeback
be
for
like
the Knicks.
the Joe Shane one-score game argument where we only lost by 11.
Brunson pokes it away from Cunningham. Shamet to Brunson. Corner 3. Missed it. Towns put back. No good. Cunningham throws it off the backboard. Harris put back stuff. Missed. Rebound by Cunningham. Cunningham to Reed. Inside. Lays it up and in. Towns into the front court. Got a shot blocked. Got it back. Put it up and in. And then he begs for a foul. And then he'll foul Paul Reed, down 11. Even when they fight, they look weak. Not good. Not good. Embarrassing performance. You take out Jalen Brunson, but you keep OG and Anunoby in the game? Does Mike Brown know what he's doing? OG for 3. Looks like he landed on someone's ankle. Might be hurt. And no one runs back on defense, and Asor Thompson leaks out and lays it up. That's what you are. You're weak. You're weak. You're allowing a team in your home building to cherry pick in the final minute of the game where you're down by 14. And then Alvarado throws it again at Thompson. And Thompson will lay it up, missed it. And then Javonte Green will steal it from Shamet, and that'll do it. Knicks lose 126-115. It's embarrassing. It's the best effort they've played versus the Detroit Pistons. They only lose by 15. Lost by 30, 38, and then lost by 15.
Embarrassing, disgusting performance. No fight. You got cooked by Cade Cunningham. Let him talk. and then you let him drop 42 on you. Where's the leadership saying, oh, this guy said all these things about us. Let's go and show him that we're still the team that sent him home last year. Instead, you let him 42, 13, 8, 17, and 34, and 5, 11. I mean,
How much did they lose by? 15. So the Knicks were outscored by 84 points in 3 games versus the Pistons this year. The Pistons won all 12 quarters. Unreal. Is fireable a word? I think it's a great word to describe a lot of people on the Knicks. Not good, Bob.
nope.
Not good. Let's jump into a post-game show here. Like, you didn't even compete in any of. You didn't compete in any of them. For the 3rd time this year, the New York Knicks were blown out by the Detroit Pistons. It wasn't even a game. They lost by 15 points, but they didn't compete, just like they didn't compete in the first game where they lost by 30, or the second game where they lost by 38. And tonight, Detroit was not playing Jalen Brunson, who is an all-star, was not playing Isaiah Stewart, and you lost by 15, and you lost in all 4 quarters, just like you lost all 4 quarters in the first matchup and all 4 quarters in the second matchup. You've played 12 quarters versus the Detroit Pistons. You've lost every single one, and you've been outscored by 84 points in 3 games. What's your one-word reaction to the loss? Mine? Embarrassed, weak, soft, pathetic. Those are some words. You're watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. And look, I know, trust me, I don't know if anyone's told you this. The Knicks didn't beat the Celtics in the regular season last year, which means they're going to beat the Pistons in the playoffs, right? I say this with all due respect. If that's what you're leaning on, that is SIP behavior. To think that the Knicks are going to walk in to the Eastern Conference Finals, if they do get there, and face off against the Pistons and just beat them because they beat the Celtics last year, who they didn't beat in the regular season, it's the wrong way to think about it. You haven't beat the Pistons in a quarter this year. They have dominated you. You weren't even competitive one time. And the major difference between last year and this year is I knew in a 7-game series that Tom Thibodeau could probably outcoach Joe Mazzulla. I also knew that Tom Thibodeau was a better coach than J.B. Bickerstaff. J.B. Bickerstaff has taken Mike Brown to the woodshed 3 times this year. I have no confidence at all that Mike Brown can outcoach J.B. Bickerstaff in a playoff series. You haven't beat them in a quarter this year. You don't have the advantage in the coaching department, and they look bigger, stronger, faster, tougher, and better than you at basketball. The reason the Celtics beat you last year in the regular season is because they could not miss from 3. The reasons the Pistons are beating you is because they are just a better team right now. And yeah, that can change. And the Knicks can still beat the Pistons in a playoff series. But we have seen nothing in 12 quarters that says this is why they can beat them. If they just do what they did in this 12-minute stretch, they'll be all right. You have been dominated 3 times this year. And now you got to go do it in their house because they'll have home court advantage. And their best player, you don't have an answer for. OG Anunoby, I know it's first game back from an All-Star break. I know you didn't play for a week before the All-Star break. That was the worst game you have played as a New York Knick. And I am hoping that you are still hurt. Mikal Bridges, when are you going to show some pride? When are you going to play for the name on the back of your jersey? For the Bridgeses. And show pride. Because you are weak out there, man. You can't guard anybody anymore. Like, the Knicks traded their 2 young players that people thought were the future for OG Anunoby. He can't guard. Cade Cunningham. You traded the control of 6 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. He can't guard anybody. So you traded all your picks, your 2 most valuable young pieces, for 2 players that can't guard Cade Cunningham. And look, Cade is a great player. He is. No doubt about it. He lets you know, I'm the best player in this matchup. Thing is, you don't have an answer. And I don't believe you have a coach that can draw up a team defense to slow him down either. I hate that people are going to walk away from tonight saying, man, if the Knicks just made their threes, they'd be all right. Lost by 15. If you made 5 more threes, you're tied. Like, what's more concerning is your defense. You can't stop the Pistons. The Pistons shoot 35% from 3 on the year. And they just uncorked and unloaded for 43% on 30 attempts. They beat you on the glass without their all-star center and without Isaiah Stewart. They had 30 assists to your 24. You watch them play, and it's like, holy shit. The Knicks are slower. The Knicks are smaller. The Knicks are weaker. The Knicks are older. And they have a worse coach. And I don't even know if they have the best player in the series anymore. Last year you did. Jalen Brunson was better than Cade Cunningham. And I still think Jalen Brunson can and will potentially outplay Cade Cunningham in a playoff series. But through the regular season this year, it's been abundantly clear that Cunningham is a significantly better player in this matchup. It didn't matter who tried to, like, everyone, come get a turn. Come hop in the car. Come for a ride. We'll drop you off. I gave Karl-Anthony Towns a lot of flowers for how he played in the 11 games leading up to the All-Star break, where he was like first in offensive rating, first in defensive rating, first in net rating on the Knicks. The starting center for the Pistons tonight was Paul Reed. And Paul Reed, he was better than Karl-Anthony Towns tonight. He outplayed Karl-Anthony Towns tonight. It took until the third quarter to get Cat the ball. He had 2 points in the first half. Mike Brown, what are we doing? I'm worried. I don't know how you can't be. If you're not worried that the Knicks don't have an answer to the Pistons, you're living in La La Land. Like, I don't know how you can say that. The Pistons, they were +3 in the non-Cade Cunningham minutes. So you can't even beat the Pistons when Cunningham's not even on the floor. I don't know, man. I'm always going to ride with this team. And I know. Knicks beat the Celtics in the playoffs last year. They didn't win a regular season game versus them. Are you going to do that 2 years in a row? I hope so. But they've played for 12 quarters. And the Knicks haven't won a quarter. There's nothing that you can point to give you confidence looking forward against this team. They've outscored you by 84 points in 3 games. They better figure it out. Or they'll once again lose in the playoffs before they should. And I think it'll be more than just the coach getting fired this time. How bad do you want to be a Knick? We'll find out, Cat. We'll find out, Bridges. We'll find out, Mike Brown. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Someone asked, what's the solution, Brian Scan? I don't know because I haven't seen a winning quarter for the Knicks versus the Pistons. I don't know what they need to do because we haven't even seen them be able to beat them in 12 minutes.
Yeah, like there's not, I said it earlier, there's nothing they can draw from and say, okay, this is the plan, let's do this, more of this, and we can maybe have a shot. Like nothing you can't say anything they've done has worked. Nothing they've done has worked against Detroit. Shout out to Seth Gross.
What up, Seth, man? We appreciate you, brother. $50 super chat. Thank you, man. Thank you. Seriously.
Seth Gross.
This game had me popping blood pressure meds like they were M&Ms. Mike Brown has to lay down the hammer regarding Cat. She's not a point guard. Setting up at the three-point line does nothing for this team. Mike Brown has to change how
he uses Cat.
He uses Cat. Yeah, and look, I know at times I can be hyper-focused on Karl-Anthony Towns. When you make the most money on the team, most is probably expected for you. When he was the trade that was supposed to get you over the top, you're going to judge on a little bit of a curve. I think the turning point in this game was the Knicks were down by 2 after Karl-Anthony Towns had a great start to the third quarter. A great start. I think he scored the first 8 points of that third quarter, Seth. The Knicks forced a turnover. They're down by 2. It's Karl-Anthony Towns somehow, some way pushing the break in transition. He's got Mikal Bridges to his left, OG Anunoby to his right. I don't remember if it was 1 or 2 defenders on defense for the Pistons. We all remember the play. And Karl-Anthony Towns jumps, no looks, and throws an alley-oop off target to OG Anunoby. OG can't grab and finish. Fast break Detroit. Duncan Robinson 3. Game over. Game over. You had a chance to make it tied Instead, they turned it to 5. I think you then missed a 3, and then I think he hit another 3, and it was 8 like that, and they never looked back. Is that why you lost? No, but when you had the game in your hands to reinsert yourself into the game, you didn't.
Yeah, it kind of hits on the same thing as when they had the chance early to kind of build a bigger lead than they did. They didn't capitalize on that. And there was numerous points, I felt like, throughout the second quarter where they had a chance to kind of seize the momentum back. They were still within striking distance, maybe 4 to 6 or 8 points. And they just missed every open momentum 3. They gave up, like they had defensive breakdowns that let Detroit get an easy basket and kind of take back the momentum. They'd start to maybe make a few positive plays. They just never were able to like string it together and go on a run. And that's evidence in the fact that they haven't won a single they didn't win a single quarter against this team all season.
At one point, this game was I mean, that was early, but it was 15-14 with 5:32 left. Knicks never had the lead again. The game was never even tied again. The lead never got closer.
And probably that too.
Started the game 9-2, up by 7. They outscore you by 22 the rest of the way. They outscore you by 22 the rest of the way. Even in a quarter where you were up 9-2 with 8:46 left, you didn't even win the quarter. You didn't win one quarter versus this team this year. How can anyone say they have confidence that the Knicks are going to beat the Detroit Pistons in the playoffs? What is giving you that confidence? And I'm not here to tell you that there's no way, no how. The only reason I believe is because the Knicks have Jalen Brunson. That's it. Jalen Brunson and hopefully OG Anunoby. It's the only reason I think the Knicks can win. Outside of that, what do the Knicks do better? And is Brunson even better than Kane Cunningham anymore? 6'8" point guard that could score everywhere on the floor. They punch you in the mouth every game, and you never get off the mat. You just sit there and complain for fouls and don't get back on defense. Beat up on the glass. Them missing threes didn't cause the Pistons to have 6 more rebounds than them. You didn't lose this game because you missed shots. You gave up 126. If you're giving up 126 to the Pistons, who, let's call a spade, they let their foot off the gas the last 6 minutes of the ball game. They're going to score 150 if they wanted to. And Dennis Jenkins running in transition, throwing it down on you, running back, pointing at the crowd, shit-talking Knicks fans.
FGC comes in with a 5, says the Knicks didn't capitalize on any of their momentum swings. A lot of stuff to clean up, and time's almost up. Let's go Knicks. Appreciate you, FGC. Yeah, we kind of just hit on that, and that they didn't capitalize. They had it. Marshall pointed out the one in that third quarter where they were down 2. I felt like there was a lot in that second quarter where they were kind of within striking distance. And then even when they did kind of have the upper hand slightly in those first 2.5 minutes of the game, they didn't build upon that, and they just let the Pistons right back into the game. It's not good. I mean, it's not going to get it done. It's not going to get it done.
You haven't won a quarter. Andrew, these are games where you're down 38 and you can't even win a quarter versus their garbage team.
I know. You can't. Like the fourth quarter in any of these previous games haven't meant anything.
They told you this roster was good enough. All we needed was a coaching change. We are fully committed to do whatever it takes to win a championship for our fans. I think the exact quote is, we are solely focused on, or singularly focused, or solely focused on winning a championship for our fans. And the only change to the roster you made was bringing in Gershon Yabusele, Jordan Clarkson, and hiring Mike Brown. Our organization is singularly focused on winning a championship for our fans. So much so, we're going to go out and get Gershon Yabusele, and we're going to go out and get Jordan Clarkson, and we're going to switch the coach, and poof, NBA Finals we come. You're lucky Halliburton has a torn Achilles. You're lucky Jason Tatum isn't playing, because if they were playing, you'd be what? The sixth best team in the Eastern Conference? This was supposed to be the easiest road you were ever going to have. And you can't even beat the little old Detroit Pistons. But hey, you won the NBA Cup. Fucking does.
Don't forget about the Shooting Stars Challenge. All-Star Weekend.
Great point, the LMNOP. The Knicks didn't have Mitchell Robinson in the regular season versus the Boston Celtics. They got him in the playoffs. Who did the Knicks not have tonight? They needed God wearing number 5 out there to save this team. Just don't know, man. I want it to happen.
I don't know. I'm trying to put the irrational hat on and think, okay, what are the ways that like this could still happen? But there's really nothing to hang on to from these prior matchups. The only thing is you got to go back to last year in the playoffs, and how relevant is that? Different team, different coach. Their players are better. Seems like some of our players have gotten worse since last year. It's
going to be really hard to win an NBA title when the player you traded 6 first-round picks for can't play, and the player that you're paying $52 million gets outplayed by Paul Reed. When Janice Jenkins can outplay Mikal Bridges and Paul Reed can outplay Towns, you're in fucking trouble. Janice Jenkins and Paul Reed outplaying 7 first-round picks and $80 million in salary. I realized that we didn't have Deuce McBride out there tonight.
That's it.
We're all good. We just got to get Deuce back.
He's going to have his first game back in the playoffs against the Pistons.
Horrible. All right, we'll be back live on Saturday. You know who they play?
I don't off the top of my head.
I do not either. I will look. They got Houston. Houston, Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be live then. Hopefully they show up. We'll see you.